I can see you yourself starting a podcast, you know.
Gee, I've wanted to start a podcast for ages.
You're literally the type of guy to be doing all of that.
I'm just waiting to like have a platform to start my own podcast, because like I could start one and I could just have my friends on there and I have these kind of like random talks about life, and I know people would appreciate it and it would be good. But
I would appreciate it.
Yeah, because I got bare funny people, bare interesting people around me, so it'd be sick to. I will do that obviously, like when I've made my own platform, because obviously I used to have my YouTube channel, but the kind of thing I was doing back then, I stopped making videos like 2-3 years ago. So the kind of thing I was doing back then is nothing at all with what I'd want to do. I'd want to start fresh.
So what made you stop doing the YouTube videos before? Was it like, and you realised it wasn't you? So
the whole YouTube thing, it was, so after I finished sixth form, like sixth form was a mad thing, and I failed all my A-levels. I fucked everything up when I was in sixth form. Like first year I was good. I was like, yeah, I'm on this thing, and then second year, like everything just went crashing down. So yeah, it was bad.
That's how it was for me first year. I think I got EEU first year.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was horrible.
I got, in my first year, so basically in my first year I got 2 B's, an E and a U. But what I got an E in, catching up in my second year was just a mad thing. So I got kind of ill during second year and I was kind of depressed and stuff. So I was just like, I kind of just gave up basically.
Okay.
So after I left sixth form, I did not really know what I wanted to do, but I kind of always wanted to put myself out there a little bit. So I decided to make the YouTube channel.
You would say you're an extrovert?
No, I'm not though, really. I'm not really an extrovert. Like, I can be around the right people, like around you lot, around all my friends, like when we're out, we're having fun, I'm a proper extrovert. Like, I'll come across as an extrovert to you here.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a room full of people that I'm like, I'm normally like,
don't know them really.
I'm more like sit on the side, analyze.
Yeah.
And like if something makes sense to me, I'll jump in a convo. But if it's not, I'm just like.
Yeah. So you would say you're reserved around some types of
people.
Yeah.
I'm mad reserved, but around my people, I'm definitely extrovert. So what was that? After sixth form, I got like just like a couple of normal jobs. Didn't really know what I wanted to do. I was a bit lost because in the sixth form I studied things like business and sociology.
Okay, sociology is live, isn't it?
Yeah,
I enjoyed that so much.
Sociology was good. Sociology was sick.
That's the thing I got an A in.
Yeah, I got a B in my first year. But I was like a mark off an A, so they predicted me an A for my second year.
A2, you're doing was it A2 them times?
Yeah, A2, yeah.
Okay.
And then I ended up with a U. So
okay.
I let down my head of year there. She was my sociology
that's a bit
teacher.
emo.
Yeah, I know. And then
it gets like that though. Literally gets like that.
It's peak, man. But obviously, it all happened. It all worked out like the way I needed it to. Because after I left sixth form, I worked in like Costa Coffee, just like normal. Kind of just like normal jobs, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And there was a couple YouTubers that I was watching at the time that I liked. I think Wall of Comedy with
oh my God,
what's his name?
The guy that would dumb man them on the wall.
Nah, it's the guy that's he normally does stuff with Chunks.
Sharky, Philly. Okay, Philly.
Yeah. So Philly was doing videos in like just like public videos, but it wasn't like, do you remember like, bait out your ex?
The Stratford things.
Yeah, no. It wasn't like that. It was legit funny, like put people on the spot, questions, and I was like,
Hype and Hero done the same thing as well.
Yeah. I like them two are funny. I proper like that. So, and I watched another YouTuber called Sneeko, but he didn't do stuff like that. He's from America. He's from New York. He didn't do stuff like that. He was more just about like, just life, like just like young, same age as me, just could relate to a lot of stuff. So I was like, like why not? Let me start making my own videos, put myself out there a bit. And then
they gave you confidence to do that.
Yeah. So I was just like, why not in it? Like, like I've got like,
so why not?
Sometimes I just overthink shit bare, but with that I was like, look, let me just buy my camera, buy a PC, and just get on with it.
Just make yourself do it. Once you buy the stuff, you got to use it. That's why I bought the camera. I have to use it.
Exactly, otherwise it's gonna feel like a waste of money.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, I was kind of thinking like, I haven't really got anything to lose. From that kind of thing, you're only going to gain. Like, you're only going to gain, like, even if it doesn't go nowhere, whatever, at least you can say you did it. At least you can say you tried. That's how I'm trying to like, try to.
Your mind process now. Yeah.
So I made the YouTube videos, and then So me and my friend Lambie, he was filming for me. We just went to Central. We just went to Central one day. Like no plan. Was walking around. I had the camera, the mic. It was all a bit messy, but it was fun though. It was bare fun.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was freezing as well. I remember.
Yeah, did you have your North Face on?
No, I had my kind of like scatty roadman looking Nike, but I was trying to look okay in it. So I put on a pair of jeans. I had like I had a Gucci belt that was definitely not real.
Oh my god,
definitely.
All for the look.
All for the look. And then so we went, and I was just walking around. And I was thinking, what's a question that would just, one, get people to click the video, and then two, kind of put people on the spot.
Oh, that's nice.
And I was just like to Lambie, should I just ask girls if dick size matters?
Okay, that's a nice question.
So that was the first one, and
that's a nice question.
Yeah, that was the first one, and then I did a few more, and that one I had bare fun doing. And basically through doing my YouTube videos, what I began to realize was I actually preferred the post-production side. So I actually prefer editing.
Okay.
Rather than actually, like, I don't mind being on camera so much. But I was really loving like making funny edits because
for that.
A lot of the time, like the way a video is edited is how it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like the edit of the video is what makes it pop.
Not
the actual content sometimes.
Yeah. So I was like I'm actually liking the editing style. So I stopped doing so many like out there public videos. I done some like sit down videos. I did a couple story time videos which were quite funny.
Do you still on your YouTube now?
They're all on private. Obviously I could put them back up and I could show you any of them you haven't seen. And then at the time, like, I don't know if you remember when Fortnite first started.
Yeah, it was popping. That was like 3-4 years ago now. Yeah.
And obviously Fortnite was popping. I was like, fam, like I'm actually okay at this game. Like I was thinking like this is a good chance to try and jump on a hype, like early doors. So I made some I made some Fortnite videos, and then it started to fizzle out a bit. And then where did I go? So okay, around the time that I started working at Ladbrokes,
that's where I first met you, probably.
When I started working at Ladbrokes, I kind of my creativity and my drive to do stuff, it just got a bit flat because
that place does that to you, man.
Yeah, it's that kind of like I'm sitting down at the desk all day, and in my shop where I was working, it wasn't busy. It wasn't busy, so I'm literally sitting on my phone all day, and then I get paid at the end of the month. So I just kind of got into like a habit of just not wanting to do anything else, just get my money, get paid, and like get out. And like I kind of forgot about like my whole creative side and stuff I really wanted to do. I lost a lot of motivation. I put on a lot of weight at Ladbrokes. Yeah.
Oh, did you? Just sitting down and ordering food all the time. Oh my god.
I put on a lot of weight, because there's not really an excuse, but a lot of my shifts were 2 till 10. Okay. So it's like I'm not. Back then, I was too lazy to wake up before at 10 and go gym and then go to work at 2. And it's like I've just done a 2 till 10. I'm not going to the gym after.
After work.
So I was just like, yo, fuck this. I'm just gonna whatever. And then I remember one thing that, do you know Millionaire Shortbreads?
The little caramel that's things. Amazing.
I was no drag. I was doing like 5 days a week. I was eating a pack of those every shift.
And the thing is, I actually understand you. You're just bait. They're doing nothing, just sitting down all day.
Yeah, it was. I just got into bad habits, and then my mum was basically like to me. She didn't like me working at Ladbrokes, like for a few reasons. One, the area I was working in. Obviously, I was working in Wood Green and Turnpike Lane, so she didn't really want me around there too much. Then this is it. I got into a massive issue with a customer.
Oh, did you?
So it was very close to being physical, and it was just basically that kind of toxic. Like he lost all his money on the machine, and he was blaming me. I was in a shit mood, but he was some Russian guy, and he was saying, he's gonna get people to come and kill me. Yeah.
He was moving mad like that.
Yeah, moving mad. He was like, wait until after your shift. He said he's mafia.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't really believe him because if you're mafia, you're not gonna
be blurting out your mafia.
Yeah, and you're not gonna be getting pissy about a machine. So I was just like, whatever. And then my mum just didn't like the kind of road I was heading down, just staying at Ladbrokes, and
she didn't like that avenue in life.
Yeah, no, she didn't want me to get too used to that. Like just like a job, like there's it's not a rewarding job.
No, it's
like,
not.
It's not even like, because there's other jobs that, like, because obviously I work at a bar now. I work at Box Park at the moment.
That's lit. Is that lit there?
It's fun. It's fun. Like
we'll get into that.
It's like you're able to meet normal people, and but in the bookies, you're not meeting no normal people.
You're meeting people that are hungry for.
Gee, I'm in there every day. Oh shit! I just spent the mortgage money. I just spent my kids' uni money.
It's just depressing, isn't it?
Depressing, G. Then I've got guys like, oh, you couldn't just do this. You couldn't just. And then I've got like, there's bad violence going on around me. So there's just in that area, especially, there's just too much going on.
Very toxic.
My mum was on me, like she was just drumming it into me, like, what do you want to like? She was just like, we need to get you out of here.
Okay.
So she was just like,
was you telling her about all of these issues that were
yeah, because I tell my mum and my sister, like my two advice. Well, my mum, my sister, and my uncle, they're like my three advisors.
Okay.
Like, they're like, before I go to my friends, I go to them. Like I'm mad close with them.
Okay, that's tight.
Yeah, like that. I love them to death. Like my mum's like my best friend. Like everyone that knows me knows that my mum's like my best friend. Like, my mum and my sister.
You guys are close.
Yeah,
you guys look exactly the same as well.
Yeah, mad close. So yeah, she was just drilling it into me, like I need to like. Because how old was I at the time? Like 19, 20. She's just like, you need to figure out what you want to do. It wasn't even like I had stopped enjoying creating videos, and I just stopped. So basically, she was like to me, like, do you want to get back into media, post-production, whatever? And I was just like, yeah, I do. Like, I genuinely do. Like, I was kind of getting depressed. Like, I don't just want to be here. I don't just want to be at Ladbrokes doing that.
But that's such a complacent job, Ladbrokes.
Yeah.
I'm at there now, but it's just fuel for the dream.
But this is different. Now, I wasn't doing this when I was at Ladbrokes. Yeah, I wasn't doing what you're doing when I was at Ladbrokes.
Okay.
I was at there doing nothing. You're on a day off doing a podcast. Yeah. I was on a day off playing Fortnite doing nothing. So I was.
But you were doing Fortnite for videos, no?
Well, I was, and then I just got addicted to the game. Okay. I just got addicted to the game, like playing it with my friends. P4. Like literally, it was like I do a 2 till 10, go home. I get home like in 20 minutes, straight on P4 till like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my god!
And I'm like up at like 1, rushing to get ready for work. So it was just a bad cycle.
It was, and
obviously my mum could see what was going on. And then so she was like, look, like you have to try and find an avenue back into doing something creative. Like you're young, you just got stuff going on. There's like when you're at the age that we're at, we can literally do literally anything you can start today.
You got a free pass.
Yeah, we got a free pass. Living in London as well, there's so many opportunities.
So many opportunities.
My mum could see it all. Obviously, I was in a bad cycle, so I was struggling. But basically, very, very luckily, thank God, my mum knew someone that works on set. So he works as he's a sound mixer on set for movies and TV.
Okay. Is he a big one? Like
he's not a big one, but he's established.
Okay.
Like he's established.
Well crafted.
Yeah. With English TV especially.
Okay.
And my mum knows him, and she basically reached out to him, and she was like, this was after I tried to apply for some other stuff. I tried to apply for something called Screen Skills, but I can't remember why, but that just fell through. And I think I tried to look at the criteria to go to British Film School, but it was quite far, and I think you needed some shit to get in there. And I hadn't done anything to do with media before, just my YouTube videos.
Okay.
So so she spoke to him, and luckily he had a job that needed a sound trainee at Warner Brothers. So this is how it works for Warner Brothers.
Okay.
So we was at Warner Brothers Studios working on a program called Pennyworth. It's like a DC Comics program. It's about Alfred Pennyworth, you know, Batman's butler.
Yeah. Alfred,
yeah. So about him when he was younger, innit?
No way to give him a backstory.
Yeah, I know. So luckily I got a job with them for a few months. And that was sick. That was one of those moments where it's just mad.
Was it like priceless experience?
Gee, it was crazy. It was like I was a sound trainee. Like one thing was, for starters, it was like I'm a sound trainee and my daily rate was just ridiculous. Like the money is crazy for starters. Like I've got to keep it real. The money is like great. You're around really, really motivational people. You're around people that can give you good advice. People that, like, if you want to be in the media industry or production, whatever, they can show you where to go.
You got a link like that.
So yeah, like I made some good connections, and then like it was kind of sick when we finished filming the program. They had like a rap party.
Yeah.
So like when it was all done, and they invited me in it because I was part of the whole thing, and it was was in Soho.
That's lit.
And
Soho.
I don't know, that
Gets
party
down there,
made me
gets
feel
down there.
like a bit bougie. Obviously back then I wasn't drinking, so I didn't drink, but like I kind of wanted to like grab a martini, chat to a director, chat to this. So it was such a sick experience.
Get the drinks going, innit?
Yeah. It was just like, it was such a sick experience to, like, just from my mum having a conversation with someone. Now I'm working for Warner Bros for a few months.
Gotta give thanks to God, man.
Yeah. Every single time, and it was just mad. It was just such a sick experience. And then
what is a sound trainee, by the way?
So a sound trainee is basically it's a fancy word for a runner.
Okay.
So like on production, like on sets and TV, like you have runners, people that make like teas, coffees, But because I was a sound trainee, I got to do other stuff, like, you know, people that do boom polling. Like, you know, have you ever watched a film and people are holding the boom poles for the sound?
Okay, so like people like, is it
On
like
set.
a mic?
Yeah,
Okay.
mic. Yeah, it's a mic, boom polling. And it was just little things like that. But it was mainly just like making sure equipment was all set up. Like it wasn't anything fancy, but it was like, it was hard and it was long. It was like, I had to be like out of London. I had to drive out of London to be on set ready to shoot at like 6 a.m.
No way.
So yeah, but it would be like a 12-hour day.
Okay.
Yeah. It would be a.
So it's intense shit.
Yeah, it would be quite long. It would be quite long, but it was good though. It was really
good experience. Like
of course.
You appreciate it so much.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, cool. Amazing.
So yeah, I did that, and that was really good. So basically, but during this time, I'm still employed at Ladbrokes.
Okay, so this was like on a off day.
So no, it was a asked Ladbrokes for time off.
Okay.
So I said like, look, like I've got something like a really good opportunity. Like I just need some time off to try and do this and try and run with it. And luckily, like my manager was bare cool.
No way.
And I was able to get that time off to do that. I done some silly shit at Ladbrokes. I'll tell you in a bit. Make sure you don't repeat this. It's not like I stole or nothing. It's just it's funny. I'll tell you.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
I've heard so many
I'm just
stories
thinking
about
about it now.
I've heard so many stories.
So I got to do that, and around the same time, I had like another like quote unquote like life changing experience, an eye opening experience. I went to Mexico. Because basically my sister went to the University of Nottingham.
Was this last year?
No, 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, this is all 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like beginning of the year is like Ladbrokes and Mexico. So my sister went to, and my sister's like one of my biggest like motivators ever. Like she's like, I look up to every single time. Like I look up to her, like what would Kenya do?
Okay.
Like, would she be proud if I was doing this?
That's
like,
big.
Yeah. Now my sister's like. I think she knows, but if she don't, yeah, like she's
like a beacon of light.
Yeah, massive. Like my sister's like she's just a real inspiration to me.
That's big love, man.
So my sister, she's done a lot as well. Like so, she lived in Barcelona a little bit. I think when she was my age, and she came back. She went to one uni and then she dropped out, but she ended up in the University of Nottingham, and between her second and third year, I think. She did, because she studied like Spanish and Latin American history, something like that. Okay. So she went to Mexico for a year out. And obviously when she was there, she invited me and my uncle. So we went there, and that was just like, it was just one of those trips. I can't really explain why it was so good, but it was just like seeing a different part of the world. It like,
you're so far away from home as well.
You're so far away from home, and it's just so eye-opening. Like the people are very different as well. That's one thing I will say. People over there, they have a lot less. Like on average, like they have a lot less than what we have here. And obviously, Mexico is a very overpopulated place as well. So obviously, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of poor people, but the people are much happier.
I've always heard this.
Yeah. The people are much happier. Like the people, like you wake up, you go down, hola, buenos dias. Like everyone's bare friendly, and it was like
they just got a smile on their face.
Yeah, it was just nice. Like I think in Mexico, I learned to appreciate the little things a lot more. Like I definitely learned to appreciate the little things a lot more. And so obviously when I came back to London, I was like, no.
Seen everyone on a downer.
Everyone's on a downer here, G. Including me though, including me, everyone's on a downer here.
Energies around us, we just attract it unknowingly and become on a downer. We don't know why we're on a downer sometimes, because I get like that. Sometimes I'm just on a downer.
Yeah, no, literally, I haven't always had the best mental health in it, and sometimes I just sit around and I'm just like not happy. I'm just like, what is actually wrong with me?
What is it now?
Because there a lot of the time it isn't like mentally. I just talk myself into like bad phases, and like it's just weird because I just think like I must be ungrateful.
I swear to God, I'm grateful that you're alive. I'm grateful to what.
Just for what I've got around me. Like sometimes I think like I give myself a kick in the ass because I'm just like cheer up. Like you got nothing. You got nothing to be like. I even watched the do you know Vice News?
I've seen Vice. Yeah, the one that Ahan was on.
Yeah. I love Vice.
Ahan is
amazing. He's a G.
He's a G.
And like I even watched like a documentary this morning about a place called Honduras in Central America or South America.
And they're like Venezuela and all of that.
Yeah, around there. And it was just about like the crime rates and the homicides. Like a woman gets murdered like every 36 hours there. Like just crazy. It's just crazy. And like I watched it this morning and it just like made me think like pucker up. Like you're not around madness. Like you're around good opportunities. Like
I completely agree with you.
Like your family they're not gonna wake up and be in danger of the cartel or something mad. Like just park
like
up,
we're safe. Like be grateful that we're safe in life. They're waking up. They don't know if this is the day they're gonna die or not.
And even in Mexico, so you go on public transport and they have like digital screens and it's just pictures of missing people. And it just really opened my eyes. Like it really, really opened my eyes to like how easy we actually have it here.
Oh my
like
God.
if you want to put the work in here, like because obviously you can't expect handouts, so you still have to put the work in here.
Yeah.
And obviously that's not always easy, but you can literally do whatever you want. People over there,
they're not getting recognised for the stuff.
Yeah, they're not so lucky, and they work 10 times as hard as we do. Even like when I go to Jamaica, like people.
Been Jamaica before.
People, I lived in Jamaica a little bit when I was young. Yeah,
same here. How long? I lived for like basically a year. What about you?
Probably around the same time. So basically, when my mum had me, I think. So my grandma's always back and forth.
Yeah.
So when my mum had me, I was around my grandma a lot after my granddad passed. So she took me to Jamaica back and forth. Like I always say that I'm the skin. Like I was like a proper light skinned baby. Like I was actually. Have you ever seen my baby picture? I'm like.
Not really. Well, I saw one the other day that you posted. Yeah.
Gee, I'm so light. Like my skin is so light, and I always say like I must have just gotten dark just being in Jamaica.
Yeah, probably because that's
I genuinely
to me as well.
think so. I genuinely think so. So yeah, like even when I'm in Jamaica and like people do, it's like I don't know if you ever seen like the supermarkets, like they have like a young boy or a young girl to bag your stuff at the end. Like they do it with a smile. They're just so much more like happy,
appreciative.
And, yeah, literally, and like fucking hell, you should see my face at work sometimes. I'm just
you just want them to go.
It's like I'm in hell. Like you'd think someone has a gun to my head.
Like some zombie shit.
Yeah, no, it's some BS, man. It's total BS the way like a lot of us are here.
Why do you think that's the case though? Why are we like this and they're like that? Why?
I'm putting it down to social media.
Oh my God, that's the same thing about it. Social media.
But we'll get into that. We'll get into. I'm definitely putting it down to social media.
Yes, I agree.
But yeah, so the trip to Mexico was sick. It really opened my eyes to stuff. And then after I finished with Warner Brothers and Mexico, I went back to Ladbrokes for a bit. And my mum was like, "Look, like you need to make like a kind of big move towards what you want to do." And obviously, the thing I'm most familiar with is video editing.
Would you say you're a pro at that?
Not a pro, nah, no way, nah, not a pro, but I'm good. I'm a good video editor. I should do it more, 100%. I've started to look for more opportunities and reach out to people and stuff amazing. Like that. Yeah, but yeah, so it was video editing. So obviously from there, I found a course at my uni, which is a digital arts uni. It's in Greenwich. It's called Ravensbourne.
Oh my God, I know someone that goes there.
Yeah. It's the same person.
Yeah,
and it's cool, man. I proper like from 2019 September or October when I started till the pandemic, like October till March. That was one of the best periods of my life.
So you met some cool people there.
I met people. Obviously, I met my boys from uni. And like I love them to death. Like they've kind of like changed my life because like they really make me want to be a bit more individual. Because I feel like where we're from, everyone's a bit the same in terms of like stuff like dressing the same.
Okay, in terms of dress sense. Yeah.
But when I got out, when I started going to uni and I started hanging around different people from different areas, like one of my friends is from a place called It's like a small town in Suffolk. And obviously my other friend, he grew up in South, he lives in the East now. Well, 2 of them are from Suffolk. And everyone's just very different. Everyone is something different. And
it's exciting. That would excite me.
Yeah. It's like I don't really feel a type of way because I don't copy them, but it's like they make me more individual. Like they help me to express myself.
Express more. What you like in your
stuff.
Yeah.
Like they make me feel more like
confident.
Yeah. Just to be like, oh, like I like those jazzy trousers. Fuck it. I don't care if I get judged in ends. I'm gonna wear them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so they proper do that for me. My sister does that for me as well, and my big brother. They like those people really make me like want to be individual. Like you don't want to. That's one thing. You don't live your life trying to be someone. You don't live your life trying to be something you're not. Or someone else because you're gonna be unhappy. 100%, or trying to impress people.
Yeah, and you'll get found out sooner or later as well.
Yeah, and that's one thing as well. Around the time that I was at Ladbrokes, it's important. When I was at Ladbrokes, I was definitely not myself. Okay. I wasn't myself at all. It was like I was on social media too much for starters, and I was looking at the wrong stuff. I was looking at like not so much what people are doing, what people are wearing, how I can fit in. And I didn't even realize what low-key that was making me kind of depressed, like just always trying to fit in, like, these got them Air Forces. I need to get these Air Forces. I need to have 2 pairs of white Air Forces. I need to keep it fresh. Nothing wrong with that. If you're doing it for yourself, that you genuinely want that stuff. I didn't genuinely want a lot of that stuff.
You just want to be a part of the look.
I just wanted to be a part of the look and whatever the look was. And I actually remember, it's funny, and these are all now. I remember early 2019 when I got these pair of checkered Vans, innit?
Yeah, with the flats.
Yeah, no, they're high top ones.
Okay, the high top.
So I got this pair of checkered Vans and a pair of like checkered trousers.
We need a picture of this later.
I'll show you everything.
Yeah.
And I remember like I can't feel my friends being like, "What the fuck? Like, what are you wearing?" And at first I was like, "Oh, like, is it not that?" But like,
it always makes you question yourself.
Yeah. But then I was like, "Do you know what? Like, no, like, it's different, but I prefer it. Like for me, like I prefer it for me. I like the way it makes me look. I like how it makes me feel. Like when I'm wearing certain stuff, and even like my music change and shit started to, because a lot of the shit again I was listening to. It was just because like
it sounded good.
It just sounded good, and everyone's listening to it. I didn't want to be like kind of like, oh, you heard this, and But now, obviously, I don't really give a shit. But like I remember one song. Like 100% changed my life. I don't know why, but it's my favorite song.
Who's it from?
It's from Nirvana, and it's okay. Come As You Are. I remember I heard it because I went to see. Do you remember when all the Marvel films were coming out?
Yeah.
So I went to see all of them by myself.
Okay.
Well, I'd go to see it first by myself, and then if someone wanted to go and watch, I'd go again.
Okay, just for the second watch.
Yeah, just for the second watch. Yeah, of course. And I remember in Captain Marvel.
Did you rate that film?
No, but I didn't really think it was too good. I think they rushed it. I think like. I don't know. I just think they could have done more of it. But all the Marvel films are good, though.
Yeah. 6 out of 10 minimum.
Yeah. I remember in Captain Marvel, they played that song Nirvana, "Come As You Are," in it, and I just thought, like, oh fuck, like I love this song. Like it's not really what I'm used to listening to, like rock, but it's like it really just made me realize that I like different stuff. Like and different is subjective because different. Like I'm saying it's different, but I'm just talking about different to like what.
You know,
to what I know and what to like the people around me, like from that I've grown up with, like from ends in school.
Yeah, different is relative. Like, depends on the person.
Exactly. So obviously, as I was saying, back I keep getting sidetracked. Sorry. Back in September to March. So obviously, when I started uni, I thought it was going to be a drag. I didn't think I was going to make no friends. But like that period of time was so sick. So basically, I started uni, and then my friend got me a job at Box, and then I met a girl at Box. So it was like all of this stuff was going on, and it was like,
it was going great.
Like it was like nothing, like nothing can be better than this. Like I'm meeting new people. Like I got a girlfriend now.
So it was on a proper high.
Yeah, I was like in them months, I was on a proper high, and then the pandemic hit.
Oh my god! Everything came crashing.
Talk
to me.
Oh, when I mean everything went crashing down with COVID, G. Well,
it's like coming down from a high.
Do you know what? Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, it didn't actually, but it felt like because I haven't lost anyone to COVID. Like the only person in my house that got COVID is me. None of my family members got COVID really bad. So like,
be grateful in that aspect.
Yeah. So I have to be grateful, but like my social life, basically, like it just kind of felt like everything was crashing down. Like my relationship started failing, and like I put too much emphasis on that, so I just got mad low. And then part of the pandemic did make me feel a type of way because I was just anxious in it. Like, I think with that anxiety and everything, and then obviously I still had to do my uni work, so I had to finish my uni year. So that it was just
Would you say uni was at the bottom of your priority list?
Oh, gee, 100%. I'm talking getting that deadline done in 24 hours, G. 100%. That was hardly on my mind. It was like on my mind was just like all the social issues. Then it was like fuck, and then it was like, oh shit, I still got to do my uni work.
Yeah, literally.
But right at the end of the day, right before I go to bed, it's like shit, I got to get up tomorrow and do the work. But
you have to do it.
It would only get done like last thing.
Ultimately.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, but I think other people do it.
Yeah. Did you drop out of uni? Oh, you're still in uni now? Okay.
I just finished my second year.
Oh, that's it.
So yeah, but yeah, no. So the one funny thing I did at Ladbrokes is, and I think I did get told this one time, but I decided to brush it. So basically, I was going to do it like this, like work at Ladbrokes and then, because I knew I was going to uni. Yeah. So I was like, let me take all my holiday at once. Yeah. So I forgot that like with them kind of jobs, like you earn your holiday kind of thing. Yeah.
You got to work out a certain amount of hours.
Yeah, that's it. So I took a mad holiday before I left. And then I just messaged my manager, gave him my notice. So obviously I've moved on now. Like I'm in uni. I'm broke because I ain't got a job. Like I'm broke, and I didn't really know about applying for like student finance.
You didn't know that?
I just thought it was something that happened automatically. I was just like, I was bare naive. I was just like,
fair enough.
I don't need to do all this shit. Like I just like it is what it is.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, exactly. So what happened? So I think I remember coming home from uni one day and I had a letter from Ladbrokes. I was thinking, what the fuck could these want?
Be saying?
What could you be sending me? And like literally, it's like when I get a brown letter. Like when you drive and you get a brown letter, you just think, oh, automatically it's a fine, it's points, whatever.
Okay.
So I got bare anxious. Obviously, I opened it now, and obviously I owed them like 6 bills.
You owed them the money?
I owed them the holiday money because I hadn't worked up the hours.
But so why didn't your manager know that at the time, not to give you the holiday? So he bugged that as well then?
He must have.
He must have.
So I remember calling him up, like not my manager. I called up HR, like what is this? Like I can't pay you guys £600. Like I've just started uni. I've got no money. I don't have a job.
Yeah.
And then they were just like, the lady on the phone basically she split it up for me to pay it like 6 months.
So you actually had to pay it?
Oh yeah, I had to pay that back in full. I had to pay that in full.
Wait, isn't that a mistake on their behalf though?
Well, this is what I had thought, and I kind of think they might have Ginos me out of 6 bills. I kind of do think they Ginos me out of 6 bills.
Slightly.
And it was so shit because like I still had like car insurance to pay for. So basically, I've got all this money coming out and no money coming in.
Yeah, it's the worst feeling, bro.
So yeah,
that does sound like a Ginos though, crazy.
Yeah, it does, innit?
Yeah,
it does sound like a Ginos.
They made a mistake.
I should have really looked into it properly, but I just decided not to. I was like, oh, do you know what? This is long. Like, well, I did have money coming in because I was working at Box, but it was still this is very, very long.
Yeah, like it's detrimental to your account.
Yeah. It's very, very, very shit. But yeah,
you know the people at Box there, like, was it just lit energy? You see them, everyone getting drunk and that? Was it just lit? Because I can imagine that I would be feeding off that energy, off it.
When I got there before the pandemic, they used to do more events because I'd say like for the most part, Box Park, because I work at Wembley, I'd say for the most part the demographic is more white people.
Okay.
At Box Park Wembley, that's just saying it how it is because they have the stadium there. It's more for like football fans. Like, at the moment, so yeah.
Yeah.
But back when I started, it was a lot more mixed. Like they used to have some Afro-Caribbean events in this. Like they have a little room called Beatbox on like a Friday. So it was a lot more mixed before. It was more young people, young guys and girls, but and it was a lot more like that, like the energy, the vibe. It was more of a vibe. But now I feel like since the pandemic and they ain't been able to do a lot of events and stuff, it's more just like I go in and it's just mad football because it's the Euros right now. It's just mad football fans. So I don't really like. It's kind of like just pull pints and just.
Yeah, okay. So it's gone back maybe like to the Ladbrokes days.
Yeah, I get in there and I'm just kind of like, like I gotta boss my life up, man. I gotta get out of here. I gotta do some shit. But
that's what these jobs give you sometimes, though. It gives you like an incentive to get out.
Exactly that.
Ladbrokes has pumped me up to do this stuff as well, fam. I don't want to be there.
Exactly that. I think what I called, and it's no disrespect to anyone that might be taking that job seriously, because you never know. I don't want to come across like, this job don't mean nothing to me.
Oh my God.
But I just call it a filler job. Like I call for young people, I call these jobs filler jobs. Like
definitely, that's how I see it as
retail, supermarket, bookies, bar jobs. Like unless like you want to be a bartender your whole life, which is up to you. 100%, it's up to you.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Exactly. I call it a filler job, or like a stepping stone. So like I'm at uni.
Placeholder.
Yeah, I'm at uni. I use the job at Box as a stepping stone just to get money. Just stepping stone onto the next.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how I see them. I try not to get too like
involved in it. Build relationships with people there as well.
That's the thing. I got too deep in Ladbrokes. G. Ladbrokes sucked me in, boy.
Well, the people you was working with and that.
Just the being at that desk and just fucking capturing all the bets.
Oh,
gee, I still remember, fam.
Was it a horrid time for you or something? It was.
It was just like I just got. Do you know what it is? I got so sick of the customer shit.
Okay,
so like even the nice customers like that would try and be nice. I was like they'd ask me something.
Yeah,
I got so many people complain to my managers about my demeanor.
I swear, Dan, I think that's happened to me before, but I just don't. Like, I'm calm now. Like, cause the shop I work in, like I work there a lot now, so I got used to the customers there. I build relationships with them, so it's calm now. I don't really mind going to work now, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that I know why I'm going to work to fund what I'm doing, it makes it so much easier to get to work at this firm. It makes it so much easier.
Yeah, I can fully, because it's like a stepping stone. It's like I said, you're using it as
I need the money. I don't have money like that. I need to get money. So it makes sense now. Like last year, I was on the vibe where it's like F work, I'm here for the motives and that. I've done that now. Let me focus on what I need to do now. I'm getting on, you know what I'm saying? I'm 21 now. Like I'm getting on in life. I need to get my graft on. Let me secure something in life so I can go on and push it so this can become successful one day.
So what are you seeing for the near future then?
For TYREERIONTALKS.
Yeah, just anything.
For the near future, I look to progress with this on a high scale, get the volume of episodes up. Obviously have a good catalogue of episodes. I want to get Nyamin back on. Everyone talks to me about Nyamin.
I can't like I shagged it a couple of times with Nyamin still. I did shag it. We were supposed to go bagel a couple of times.
Yeah.
I did shag it.
No, that was, you know what? You didn't even shag it. I never pushed it to happen as well. So it's on my behalf as well. But it looks like Nyamin was a phenomenon, you know. Everyone talks about that, saying it was good shit.
Gee, it was sick. I loved it. Apart from the bare loud chewing.
Oh, you're not on the chewing thing?
Not on the chewing thing, G. But the thing is, I'm a hypocrite because when we do it, I will be.
Oh yeah. You know, people like to hear them sounds on the asthma thing.
Yeah.
So like, let me get dirty with it. And to be honest, that is really the way I eat around my friends anyway. So when I'm doing Nyamin, it's just me being me. Same way on this pod is me being me. I don't really put on a persona or act. It's just me being me, man. And it makes it so much easier that way. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would you ever do a Nyamin as well? Like, do any kind of spin-off series?
What, for my own thing?
Yeah, like, so just to focus on that side of character that you have.
It's funny. I feel like in the last few weeks, like, bad doors are like kind of starting to show themselves to me. So basically, me and I don't want to talk about it too much because things aren't in motion, and sometimes when you talk too soon. But obviously, me and my brethren Dennis, we're working on our own brand. But it's a brand, sorry. We're working on our own brand, and it's not just like we just want to put out clothes. It's more like a it's more like a movement.
That word was on my head, on top of my tongue, you know. It's movement. I hear what you're saying.
We don't just want it to be like clothes, like I know
what you mean. It's a movement. It's a change.
Yeah. And obviously, like I have thought about planning to use the name, like, so what we're gonna be working off as like a platform for myself. But I haven't thought about anything along the lines apart from a podcast. Like I would definitely like to do a podcast.
Yeah, I feel like you should do it as well, because this podcast idea of mine started from last year when I was doing Sweet Talk. When I just started Sweet Talk, and I was like, shit, I want to start my own podcast. Yeah, it just lit. Everyone's always told me that my voice is amazing, just like my voice is so distinctive.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, it's so distinctive. So I was like,
Gee, you're fucking lucky, G. Whenever I first meet people, they look at me and they hear me speak, and I'm like, oh, you sound so white.
Swear down.
You're so well spoken. I remember when I was.
No, but you're well spoken.
When I was in secondary school, the gal used to get me that one. That one used to piss me off. It used to kind of just hurt my ego, because obviously in secondary I thought I was a bit of a...
Yeah, everyone's so egotistical. It's the hormones, the testosterone, man.
Yeah. So I was just... But as I got older, I suppose I've started to appreciate it more, because it's just like, okay, I'm well spoken. Like,
thank you very much.
Yeah. So like, it's obviously, it's not a bad thing. So.
Nowhere near.
Obviously, when I was younger, it did feel like to me like, this is such a burden. I wish I could sound more rough.
Yeah.
I wish I could sound more hood.
Yeah. How has your personality changed from back then to now?
What, secondary or
secondary school, man? How you was in secondary?
I think my similarities are I'm still a bit of a clown. I've always been a bit of a clown.
You can't lose that side to us.
I can't like as much as like, even when I'm having a bad day, if I've got an opportunity to be a clown or make an awkward joke or
be funny.
I'll do it.
Rim me.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Rim me. Yeah. Literally. Whenever I've got an opportunity to be a clown, I will take it 100%. And that is how I was in school. Like, I was smart, but like I was just very cheeky.
Yeah, same here.
I've gotten that one. I've gotten that one from teachers. Every single parents' evening. Well, I stopped going to them.
He's a good kid, but he just keeps talking.
Yeah.
Always
same thing. But I think the main thing is not, because I do feel like I followed the crowd for very long, and obviously like I'm not really too fussed about that, because obviously now that I don't, it's kind of like it's cool. But I do think my personality, what could I say has really changed?
But I feel like you've changed in terms of just demeanor, in terms of energy wise. I feel like your energy is way more pure.
I think I didn't care too much about people's feelings when I was a bit younger. I think now, like, obviously I'm not perfect, but I do try to be a lot more empathetic.
Okay, yeah.
Like I will say, like, before I say something now, or like, unless I have to say it, and like, it's like sometimes people's feelings are gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Like,
regardless.
Sometimes you have to say something for the benefit of yourself, regardless of who it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Now I'm just a lot more like, I try to be like, is this a bit much? Like,
so you would say you're more aware of people's feelings.
Yeah, and that's one thing my mum always says. Like, I've been like, I'm quite good like with emotional intelligence. She always says that, like, I'm good at reading people, like when they're feeling a type of way, or just trying to help.
That's a good skill. It's a good skill.
Because obviously I appreciate it when people do the same for me. Like if I'm going through some stuff, or just knowing how to speak to me. And I think that's like, I think it comes down to as well just trying to be more kind to people.
Yeah, because my mum always tells me manners and respect take you a long way.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. It's free. Manners are free as well. That's what she tells me. It doesn't cost you anything to be nice to someone.
Yeah,
so
no,
I live my life like that. I live my life like that.
Literally, because I was definitely in secondary school. I was a bit of an asshole. I wasn't nasty. I wasn't spiteful, but I was just like, I just kind of just trying to be top boy.
It was like, would you say like you was a menace?
Yeah, I was definitely a menace. I was definitely not a bully. I love to fight. I love to fight, but I'd more just scrap with my friends.
Yeah.
But I was definitely a menace. So I think as I've gone older and I understand people and their emotions a bit better, I try to just be more empathetic. And it's true, man. It doesn't cost nothing to be kind.
It doesn't, man. It doesn't.
That's where, like, I think, and one thing as well, like in my last relationship, that was one thing that, like, because she's not kind, but she's just like, just quick to be a bit more
on the aggressive side of things.
Yeah, and obviously I don't really get down like that. As much as I would like to be like, oh, like fuck you, like
that's just toxic.
It just sucks my energy a bit. It's just a bit much, man. I'd rather like just like, if we got a problem, talk about it, solve it. Obviously, I'm not perfect though, because like
we're not. None of us are.
I think one of my issues is like, especially in relationships, like sometimes like it's not that I communicate things badly. It's just I won't say nothing.
Okay.
So like, it's kind of like, are you cool? Yeah, I'm cool. I'm not.
Yeah, you just hide it. Is it because would you class yourself as a non-confrontational person?
Yeah, but no, definitely. But one thing as well, like I hate feeling like a burden.
Okay, I understand.
I'm kind of like,
understand you.
Like I won't say how I'm feeling towards something because I don't then want you to be having to think about.
Yeah.
So like, I'd rather just like, obviously like, as I'm getting older, I'm getting better at look if I don't like something, because obviously that's what I'm saying, like about like not saying anything because I don't want to be a burden.
Yeah.
That's like that's not good. It's not good to do that because one, it will build resentment. And,
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then it will kind of like, it's like it will mess you up in weird little ways and you won't even understand it. But it's just because you're not talking.
Our body's crazy like that. It's crazy like that.
So much better to just get shit off your chest. But
better out than in.
I definitely don't like to say how I'm feeling too much. And I think a part of it is a bit of like toxic masculinity.
Okay, yeah.
Which like I don't really like using that term too much because like what does it even mean? But I mean just like like kind of like I'm a man, like
okay, yeah.
I should just be able to deal with it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know, and we've been conditioned to feel like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. 100%. We have like I wouldn't even say by people around us. It's just like what we see on TV or stuff or social media, because obviously I haven't had a dad, so I don't even know what toxic masculinity is. I don't know what. I'm just me. My personality has been built from the people around me. You know what I'm saying? So like family, friends, it just made me who I am, I guess. I was just a mold of their construction.
Yeah.
So that's how I am as a person.
Yeah. So that whole like not speaking about how you're feeling is so counterproductive.
Oh my God, it is.
It's so bad, and it'll make you like just make you not into a shit person, but it just like slowly start to upset you.
You know what it is? It's like an implosion. It will implode from inside.
Yeah. Because like you're building it all up, and then one day it's gonna come out. Like I've had those a million times. Like I'm not speaking about how I'm feeling for ages, and then one day I'm like, yo, fuck this.
Yeah, and you have a massive outburst.
This is how I feel, but it's all at once. Where if I just said something a little bit here, is this cool? And that's even friendships as well. I'm not, when I say relationships, I'm talking
that's everything.
Yeah, like that can be family, friends, work, your manager, whatever. If something's not cool, if something don't sit right with you and it's genuinely bothering you, man, I 100% speak about it. I still don't do it, so I should practice what I preach.
Yeah, I hear
that. But
you're still sending out that good message.
Yeah. I know from the times that I have done it, it does feel better rather than carrying around stuff, because you'll start to act out of character and like people won't really understand, and it's just it's very long. It can just get really long. So I'd say it's always good to just speak about how you feel, because at the end of the day with that kind of thing, if you're just speaking about how you feel because something's making you feel a type of way and it's not hurting anyone else, then you can't be blamed.
You can't.
Like you can't be blamed for how someone else is gonna feel based on how you're feeling. You just have to be true to yourself.
Okay.
Like 100%.
The most important person in the situation is myself.
Yeah. 100%. So
that's it. I hear that.
That would definitely be my message, especially in relationships. That.
No, I hear that.
Like boyfriend girlfriend.
Yeah.
Just.
Hey, you know anime? Yeah. Has that given you perspective on life, like a different side of thinking in life?
Look, fuck, man said it. Man's got me now. So the thing with anime, it's just like, if you watch anime, you're kind of, my thing as I've gotten older from anime, because when I first watched anime, it was more like, what was the first anime I really watched? Probably Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, that was like the first one exposed to all of us.
Yeah, that one was in Highlands in my secondary school. I was reading the manga, but it wasn't even like I really even knew it was manga. It was just like, they've got Dragon Ball Z in the library. Like, let me just pick it up. I'll read some every now and then. I didn't fully read any through beginning to end, but I'd pick it up. Like, I liked it and Then I realized it was an anime, so I watched it. So for me, when I first started watching anime, I just loved the animation because I'm a massive cartoon fan.
Okay.
Like huge.
So
huge,
Cartoon
huge.
Network, Boomerang,
Yeah,
you was all there for
Cartoon
that.
Network, G. Oh my god.
That had the best like cartoon show. I can't
right.
that show was goated.
Yeah,
I mean TV number one.
Yeah, Russian Home, School, Shaolin Showdown, Ben 10,
Johnny
Samurai
Depp,
Jack,
oh
Johnny
my God.
Test,
Johnny Test,
Robot Boy, American
Robot
Dragon,
Boy.
G. Look,
Even Powerpuff Girls.
yeah,
man.
G. Powerpuff Girls was hard. Dexter's Lab,
Yeah,
literally rushing home to watch all these programs. So I just, as much as I did like Disney Channel and like I don't really know, like kind of like kids programs like sitcoms, like Hannah Montana, like,
iCarly,
yeah, all of those. I love those, but I'm definitely more on the side of
cartoon.
But obviously, I got a special place for Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Oh yeah, that is what Wizards of Waverly Place holds a special.
I wasn't really on that, you know.
It was. I thought that was the best show, but that was hard. It was amazing.
I proper loved Sweet Life. Then they did Sweet Life on Deck.
Sweet Life on Deck. Sweet Life before was better though.
Yeah, 100%. So I was more just always on the side of cartoons and animation because like I don't know, just the way it looks just so appealing. Like it's just so appealing to me. So
do you think that linked to your creative mind?
I think a lot of stuff that I see in anime, definitely. I don't really know what really made me like kind of creative, but anime definitely plays a part in it now, like especially like 90s style aesthetic anime. Like, there's some old like there's Berserk, Cowboy Bebop, like little things like
in terms of the sketch,
in terms of the way it's animated. I'm more like I get more inspiration from anime than manga, like the books. I forgot where I was going with this, but so the first one I watched was Dragon Ball Z, and I just loved it for the action. Like the fight scenes are sick. Like
they're amazing.
They're just sick. Like I remember when I first watched Goku turn Super Saiyan against Frieza, and it was just like
dynamic.
G, I've watched that scene maybe 1,000 times.
This is when he kills Krillin, isn't it?
Yeah. Just after he ends Krillin.
Yeah.
And Goku first turns and like everything on Planet Namek is going crazy and Frieza looks shit scared. Yeah.
I remember that scene. That was crazy.
I remember just thinking like, rah, like this is mad.
Yeah.
And truth be told, like I didn't watch Dragon Ball Z the whole way through because I finished it now, obviously, but
there was a lot to watch. To be honest,
it was a lot to watch, and I kind of like, I did love it, but I just kind of felt like there's with the power scaling in Dragon Ball Z, it's like these men are just OP. Yeah. Like Goku's just OP.
Like they're mashing up worlds.
These men are come out of nowhere. Obviously, I ain't watched the first Dragon Ball, so that might be my problem. But like these men are just like Goku, just like
different level.
If Goku was on Earth, man would just murk it. If he was real, he just.
Yeah, different kind of scaling on power.
So Dragon Ball Z was definitely the first, and then Naruto. But one thing I will say is one thing from anime now that I've picked up, and it's so dumb. One thing from anime that I've picked up about the main characters and the successful characters in anime is women have no place in their life until they're successful.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear that with the Naruto thing.
Look, Naruto, he does everything, and like obviously like there's a little thing with, I won't spoil it for anyone, but he has a little thing with a character, but it's never like women are a main part of his life.
Yeah.
Like my favorite main characters, Luffy from One Piece. Like he don't.
Oh my
like
God.
These men,
he's hard.
These men don't give they don't give a shit about women. It's like. And obviously it's no respect to women, but I just watch it sometimes and I think maybe that's the secret. Maybe less emphasis of women, and
I hear that,
and just do more me. And then when the right one comes along, like I just trust that it's the right one.
Do you feel like that's how the way they produce it and direct those animes? Do you feel like that's how they see women in their countries as well?
I don't know too much about. I've watched some documentaries, but the relationship between men and women in Japan is very weird.
Oh, it's weird now.
Yeah, it's weird. Like even like if you watch anime, women every single time are like overly sexualized, like massive tits.
On a hentai.
Yeah. So like I know that the relationship between men and women in Japan is strange. It's very strange. So it might be to do with that, but But there are definitely some boss female characters in anime. There's Tsunade. There's bare boss female characters. Not so much Naruto, but even Chi-Chi in Dragon Ball Z. I'm sure that's either Goku or Vegeta's wife.
Vegeta's wife is
Bulma.
Bulma.
Even like them lot are bosses in their own right. They ain't got mad powers. They ain't saying.
They're just looking after them. They paint a nice picture.
Even in One Piece, Nami's a boss. So like women are still definitely respected in anime. In a lot of animes, like women are the strongest characters. Yeah. So it's not like they're like being oppressed in anime. But I think that's the one thing that I've really gotten from anime. Like in the last I think after I broke up, like me and my ex broke up. I think like when and this was like end of last year, around that time. And I really had to like just have a big mental shift because it wasn't like we just broke up like at normal time. Obviously it was second lockdown. I wasn't really doing much and I was just so deep in thought. So obviously but
that lockdown grabbed a lot of my guys, man. In terms of mentally.
First lockdown got me down bad. Like get on, I'm down. Like I was down bad, but that last one we had, it was more just like the cold as well. The cold, like the whole, like I think because it was winter, the whole setting, everything just played to
everything was just shit, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was shit, and so like through watching anime like around that time, because that's when I proper started like proper getting into One Piece. I just clocked like all these animes I watch, like all the main characters, all the main male characters, like these men give women no emphasis. Maybe it's time to start taking notes.
Okay, so that's how you. Okay,
that is like that's like one big thing like I've taken from anime. Okay. But other things is like the thing is what people don't get about anime is like there's mad storylines. Like it's not all like mad powers and like. You can watch an anime about anything. It's just animated.
Yeah.
That's what people don't get. Like it's not like a cartoon like Phineas and Ferb. They're just like
jokey. It's nothing. Serious, no substance to it.
There's like anime is like it's serious. Like it's serious topics, but a lot of people just can't get past the fact that it's animated.
I don't even know why that's a thing in my eyes. I don't get it.
I don't know. I think like I don't know. Especially girls, I've noticed like.
It's very rare for girls to be talking about anime. Very, very rare. There's only one girl that I know.
Yeah, I know. Rovs loves anime.
Yeah, Rovs and I think Fatosh.
Yeah, Fatosh likes anime. I
know Ravina's been on the anime thing for a bit. Yeah.
So it's like I know very few girls that watch anime. I don't know if they think it's weird or whatever, but that is one thing that no one could ever make me feel shit about. Because like the amount of love I have for anime is like. Obviously, it's mad that I got Naruto tattoos and shit.
Yeah, that's hard, man.
But it's just like, it's just I literally I love anime so much. It's just like it's just a part of my life, innit? Like if you like me, like anime comes with it.
Yeah, it's an aspect of your life. Yeah.
And there's so many little like quirky things. Like me and Kaz got so many anime jokes. Like if we're sitting in a room, like and someone's like. Let's just say someone's being annoying, like Sakura in Naruto, she's bare annoying. Let's say there's a girl in the room who's being bare annoying, like she's in a Sakura and people won't get it, but because we get it because we watch anime, it's just those kind of little. It's just
things. Funny as well. You're probably laughing.
Like Death Note, there's a Light Yagami. He's like the main, like he's so smart in it, and like sometimes like. If me or Kaz like we work something out that was like kind of complex, it'd be like, Light Yagami. Like it's just them kind of little, quirks that like it's the best thing. Like being in a room full of people and you can bang a joke with your best friend. And it's like people are like, what is
good
that
banter
mean?
In it. Good banter.
Yeah, it's like what is it's like? It's even like it's not animated, but it's like the 2-4-3 thing.
Okay, yeah, 2-4-3.
Because to this day, like we ain't really like. People just assume what it is, but like we ain't really told no one.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's just something you just know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it has an actual definition, but you just know what it is and it works.
Yeah. And it's just our thing. It's just like having those little things. Like anime is one of them. Like when you meet someone and they're big on anime, it's just like you instantly got something to chat about.
Yeah, and you can go on for hours about it. Yeah. What would you say is your favorite anime?
I'm gonna say Naruto in it because I haven't actually finished One Piece, so it wouldn't make sense for me to say One Piece. But One Piece is amazing. I don't, now that I've gotten older, like, and it's like, as I said with the power scaling and shit in Dragon Ball Z, like I do really love it. Like I think in Dragon Ball Z more, I just love the characters.
Yeah.
It's more like I
love Goku so much.
You
He's
can't
so crazy.
like Goku, Trunks,
Vegeta as well. The fact that he's such a menace, but you can tell that he has this little is literally a minuscule soft spot for Goku. You can just tell.
And,
you just tell.
Who else? I really like Broly, and I like Cell. I like Boo.
I like Piccolo.
Yeah, I like Piccolo.
Yeah, and Goten was so fun.
Yeah.
And then Gohan, obviously, when he defeated Cell, that was a big moment.
Yeah, they violated Gohan though.
Yeah, when he turned, like when he started,
just like some just a schoolboy.
Yeah. With the glasses.
The man just got the 9 to 5. He ain't even on that.
Yeah, man put his suitcase away.
Literally, but I think Naruto, One Piece, like there's some little like quirky ones in there. Like there's one called Mob Psycho 100. There's so many sick anime, but if I did have to say, in terms of how much influence it's had on my life, Naruto, yeah, hands down.
It's just, I feel like the power scaling in that show as well is sensible.
It's
sensible. Like it's not on a world destruction.
Yeah.
It's like cities or towers.
And
that makes sense. In terms of characters as well, the characters that goes from Naruto, Neji, who's the other? Is it Tenten?
Yeah.
All of them, like the characters, they all have a story, and that story can be applicable to your life.
Yeah, they all have
a story.
Very different. Like I remember when I was first watching Naruto, I dropped a couple tears to Naruto. I will keep it real. But
I think
the one that almost got me was Gaara. Gaara's backstory, like he's just like an oppressed kid. Like it's not his fault. He's the way he is from the
Jinchuriki.
Yeah, he's a Jinchuriki from the Sand Village, and it's just like it was so peak.
It was peak.
So peak, but like. I think that's where anime gets people. If you can make that like emotional connection to the program or to the character, like you can relate. I think that's where it gets people, because that's where like a lot of normal programs get people. Yeah. Like they even, not even just shows, to be honest, now that I think about it, like anything, like music. If you can, or even clothes, if you can make like an emotional connection to something, it's gonna grip someone.
Yeah, you got them, and then.
Because that's literally what it is. Because obviously I was into Dragon Ball Z, but when I watched Naruto, I was just like, fam, this is just like
different character.
This is unreal.
The character development as well. In Dragon Ball Z, they don't really show like the characters are quite stable and stuff.
In Dragon Ball Z, I think Vegeta's got good character development, because obviously he came as an op.
Trying to come and take over planet Earth. But Goku now sees his power.
Yeah, now like we're in like Dragon Ball Super, and like he's
Super Saiyan God and all.
Yeah, he's Vegeta, man. Like you can't not love him, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But at first he's a menace. To be fair, if he had stayed a villain, he probably would have been my favorite villain in Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Yeah. I loved Vegeta.
Frieza's my favorite villain.
Yeah, that's like Kaz as well. I prefer Cell.
You know what? It's because Frieza had more time on the screen than Cell for me. And Frieza was like, he was ruthless, relentless.
Yeah,
he's so relentless. He's just trying to get Goku. And the fact that Goku showed him mercy I remember that time when he turned Super Saiyan in it, he had the chance to kill Frieza. He walks away, Frieza trying to do some charge up the
in the film.
Yeah. Boom. And then Goku just murders and just kills him. Like, it's just big, it's big. Frieza's relentless.
Do you watch your anime in sub or dub though?
I watch it in sub. I need to hear the Japanese, but I need to hear it.
So I watched Dragon Ball Z in dub, because that was my first anime, and then I watched a couple in sub and dub. I done this weird thing with a couple where, like, if I was getting bare tired or something, if I just got into bed, I'd watch it in dub just in case, like, I close my eyes and start falling asleep. But for the most part, I watch it in sub. But what people don't get about the sub is, and it's no disrespect to the dub actors, the Japanese, they have a way of putting so much emotion in their
emphasis
voice.
On the words.
So like, it just sounds so much better.
It sounds like the character,
and it feels more like you're watching something from somewhere else. Whereas like if you watch like Naruto in dub, you kind of just feel like you're just watching like another American kids
man.
program.
No, definitely.
So the sub thing, I love it. I went sub and I never went back.
I started on sub, I ended on sub. I was always always here for the emotion you hear in Japanese people's voices. Like, it's the characters for me. Like, it's actually Naruto speaking. I'm hearing it in a dub. I know he's not speaking. I literally straight away I know this is not this guy speaking.
Yeah.
And you feel the emphasis, you feel the energy. Except the bio, you know what I'm saying? It sounds so good, G. I'm not here for the dub at all, but like, so the dub guys, like, they can do their thing in it, but I'm just not here for it, man. Yeah. Naruto is a masterpiece. The way it ended, and then went on to Boruto.
I don't watch it, though.
You don't watch it?
I did try to watch the first few episodes. Apparently, it's really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Apparently, it's gotten sick, but
I'll
give it time to like build up so that like I'm not like waiting. Because the one thing about one of my actual favorite animes, Attack on Titan, is because
people talk about that one.
I watch it as soon as the episode drops, and it's like now we have like a year and a half wait for the last season. Well, it's like the second part of the last season. And that's just like pain.
Yeah, it's the worst thing.
It's so much easier when you can just watch something all the way through, but like having to wait for it to come out for like a year and a half is
a downer.
Yeah, it's a mad thing.
Hey, have you watched any of the movies, the Naruto movies?
Nah.
What? Gee, you're missing out. Those movies are the best.
I never watched the Naruto. I mean, I watched what anime films have I watched? I think I watched
excuse me.
I watched a couple. Do you know Studio Ghibli? Do you know Spirited Away? Have you ever heard that film?
No, I need to get into more animes though.
So I first watched Spirited Away earlier this year, and I couldn't believe I'd never watched it before. And then
sounds amazing.
Gee, it's so good. It's so good. And then I met someone, and she put me on what was it? Howl's Moving Castle. That's another sick film. So like.
So this is a film. This is not anime.
No. These are not programs. This is just straight films.
Straight films.
Studio Ghibli, like they have their own way of like animation, and it's so sick.
Okay, I heard that.
So yeah, shout out to Jodie. She put me on some more Studio Ghibli films. But
Jodie.
Yeah, them films are just they're fantastic. But obviously after I'll show you them and you can watch them and educate yourself.
Do you know about Saitama?
Yeah, of course. One Punch Man. Of course.
I'm here for One Punch Man.
So am I. Do you know what I love about One Punch Man? It's just easy.
Yes. They got it right. So simple.
Yeah. It's not like there's not some mad. And sometimes that is good as well because his power scaling, but it's obviously a bit of a joke.
It is a joke. The way he speaks as well. He's so lax. He's so lax.
Yeah, he's just lax, G. So like, obviously that's one case where I'll be like, the power scaling, it doesn't really matter because it's not serious. Like everyone always does the whole like Goku versus Saitama, but it's like you can't really do that because for one, it's two different universes, and then it's like
two different worlds. Yeah, and like the scaling is different, isn't it? It's
and Saitama's not meant to be taken too seriously.
Yeah, he isn't. The way
his demeanor, everything. Yeah,
the way he presents himself is like he's a joke. He's not. He says. I swear he says in the episodes that he's not a superhero. He says he's a calm guy.
Yeah. Man just wants to go to the market.
Yeah,
Wednesday and
just he's so calm. But I remember. You know when the robot is like
Genos.
Yeah, Genos is what's his understudy. They're trying to beef and that and he just Saitama just shows the levels one time. They're in that big crater. Have you seen that episode?
And he doesn't actually punch him. He stops the punching
and just you see the wind goes and you see everything behind him just
yeah. And then he's like, let's go get food.
Yeah. Then he just walks off and this guy is flipping baffed. Different levels though.
Anime is different.
Anime is a different buzz, man. Anime is
different. I think that's a big influence to me, man. Just in general, I think the best thing for me, like I'm having a bad day, just turn off my phone. I don't do it enough, but turn off my phone and just chill and just watch anime, man. I saw in your story the
Snapchat TikTok only on for an hour. What is that for? What is that for? Talk to me upon that, man.
Oh, the screen time.
Yeah. So you're only on it for like an hour a day.
So, I've just recently realized. So I suppose we can talk about social media now. I've just recently realized that like I get into these weird phases where I just end up spending too much time on my phone.
Okay.
So like, obviously, like if I'm like watching shit or I'm educating myself or I'm doing something that's like even if I'm just watching anime, I don't care if I'm on my phone for hours, whatever. That's cool. Like for me, that's cool personally.
Okay.
But when I'm like sitting on my phone and I find myself doing this weird thing where I'll go on Snap, I'll have no messages, I'll close Snap, I'll open Instagram. I've seen the whole feed, then I'll open Twitter and I'll just do the same thing.
Just
like
flicker between
hours,
us.
I'll just be like,
Yeah.
yeah, and then so I'll put it down, and then it's just. But I'm not actually doing anything.
You're not. Oh my god.
I think one thing I have got good though, like I've got a good thing going on. Like my Instagram, I feel like when I was younger, I really feel like I was taking in too much stuff that wasn't good for me.
Yeah.
From like my explore page and stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of people like will think, oh, like it's not that deep, like you shouldn't take it in, whatever. Like, that's fair enough. Some people are good at like, but obviously I'm more like, I definitely was taking it.
Each to their own, innit?
I was taking in a lot of stuff like, just like, oh, you should be doing this. Oh, like I've done this. I'm 20. I've done this. I've got this. I've got that. And I found myself watching people and what everyone was doing too much and just caring about the wrong shit for me though.
Yeah.
And obviously now like I've just got my explore page just to like it's like MMA, boxing, anime, and obviously like
quotables as well.
So the quotables is more like I follow pages because I actually want to see that on my I actually want to see that on my feed, like you know, just a nice quote, just to start your day, something nice.
Yeah, literally.
So like, but my explore page is definitely tailored. Like if I'm being honest, it's all kind of tailored to my mental health. Yeah, like it's all kind of tailored. Like if I'm being 100%, it's tailored to like keeping me in check. Like these are the things that you like. Like now, like I'm getting into more like art. Like I've started to like kind of like retro vintagey art. And obviously, as I said, I'm like planning on starting a brand. So there's a lot of motivation and stuff like that. So I've gotten more into stuff like that recently. But it's more just tailored to make sure like I'm not just sitting down watching what like that's kind of why I don't follow I don't really follow you how do I
them bait pages and stuff like
I'm just bait and stuff. But the thing is though, like obviously I can't really say like that page just posts bare stuff about celebrities because it doesn't. There's loads of funny shit,
informative stuff as well.
I just can't filter.
Yeah, you can't,
and I can't be asked to filter. Yeah. It's like I'd rather just not follow it and not see any of the BS.
You're protecting yourself.
Yeah. I don't want to see any of the BS. I don't want to see this rappers with this girl.
Yeah.
Cause
what does that do for you?
Yeah. I don't give a fuck. If I'm being totally honest. Yeah. And it's just kind of like shit that I think like a lot of young people need to realize. Like it's not. Like you get too caught. I feel like a lot of us are too caught up in everyone else's lives, and then we look back at our lives like, oh, raw, like this
what was I doing?
Life. Like this is my life, like. But you're looking at people that like have millions of pounds in their account.
And you know what? Fair enough to them. You know, fair enough to them. Congratulate them on that. But focus on yourself.
And I tell you one thing: social media don't show you, and like a lot of the celebrities and the people follow. They don't show the bad days. They don't. Yeah. No one. Well, that's to be fair. That's what I really like about MMA fighters. MMA fighters, they show the shit days. They show the good days and the wins. They show the losses. They show the hard fight camps. They actually show the grind. Like, and that's motivational to me. But like, if you follow like a quote unquote influencer, I always like. I'm funny about that word influencer because I just like you're not influencing me.
Yeah. What is it?
So my kind of thing is like. You can call yourself an influencer, but obviously it's subjective. Like who are you influencing and what are you influencing people to do? Like for me, like an influencer for me, I don't know, do you know David Goggins?
Yes, the bald man.
The bald black guy.
He was bare big.
Yeah. So that's me, like, he's an influencer for me because I've actually read his book. I've listened to his podcast. He's got 2 podcasts with Joe Rogan. I've listened to it I was listening to them like when I woke up and when I went to sleep for ages.
Or like the same podcast.
Yeah, no, the same 2 podcasts, G, for ages. Like, so for me, that's like an influencer because he's like, he had, when you say like nothing, like he had every reason not to make it in life. And his thing is he still hasn't made it. There's no finish line. But like,
the sky's his limit kind of thing.
Yeah. Personally, I'd say he's made it. Like some of the achievements he's done, just crazy, like mental and physical. Like he's just done some crazy shit. But so obviously that whole influencer thing, I'm like, a lot of us are too caught up in the influencer world, and it's kind of like it's great that they like, it's good to look at all that shit, but it's like you don't
aesthetically pleasing.
You don't see like behind the scenes. You don't see the bad stuff, and I think just the issue is like people subconsciously will compare it to their own lives. You don't want to do that because, for starters, like, you're not them. So you can't expect to live the life they live.
Yeah,
and you don't want to.
And people see like, oh, I don't have that stuff. I'm not winning in life. I'm doing the right thing. Yeah.
So like, then you just start to feel shit about yourself. It's kind of how I felt before I had like the big like change in mindset. But yeah, like so the social media thing for me is like, I see it as dangerous, innit? Like I do think social media is bare dangerous. A lot of people think I over exaggerate when I talk about it. I think if you use it properly, it's fine. But I think when you get, and I think like the generation below us, not like literally the year below us, but the generation,
like the 11, 12-year-old.
Yeah, they're in the ones that are in secondary school. I think they're fucked. I think they're fucked because I think like we came up as social media was coming up.
Yeah.
So like, what was it like? Year 6, I made a Facebook. Year 6, I made a Facebook. Year 7, 8, and 9, it was like
Snapchat was just starting.
It was kind of like year 7 and 8. It was like fuck Facebook. Like, I'm on BBM.
Yeah.
Like, and I can't like BBM was like
that was popping. That was live.
Yeah, like if you had to be there. I'm so glad I got to experience that.
That was literally fun.
Then you're right. Year 9 and 10, I feel like a lot of people started to get off the BlackBerry and got on the iPhone and then Snap.
Yeah, Snap was popping.
I feel like for us at least, Insta didn't really pop until I was leaving secondary school, kind of. Yeah. Like year 10 and 11.
Yeah, 10, 11. Insta was slightly making that name as well.
Yeah. Snap was like the mad. Snap was the mad thing, innit?
Yeah, Snap was a mad thing.
And I just feel like now the kids that are at secondary school now, like they have like TikTok, Snap, Insta. I just feel like it's a lot of shit that's gonna
too much.
And one thing about spending too much time on your phone or just on social media, you kind of like disconnect from the real world.
Lose sight of what's real.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that happens to me with anime sometimes. Like, I don't see it as a bad thing. I kind of see it as an escape. Obviously, you could argue that it's not like great, but like I get so into an anime that like shit. I wake up and I'm like, oh shit, like what's popping today? And where
anime?
Like, where am I? Like, where am I? I'm not even in my room. Like, I'm with Luffy and them, man. Like, I'm just like disconnected from everything.
I'm in the hidden leaf or something.
Yeah, literally. I'm in the hidden leaf. I'm about to go get some ramen. I'm gonna get some Ichiraku, fam. Yeah, I'm about to get some ramen. So I'm just like,
that's not him, man.
But I think with the whole social media thing, like you can find yourself getting disconnected from what's real and what's mad. Because I feel like the best way to be happy, like just on simple, is like just chat to your friends, go out, like get off your device anyway. Like I have so much fun when like the most fun I have is when I'm not on my phone, and it's when I'm with my friends, like whether like, or it's when I'm doing something physical, or, like when I'm out like roller skating with you lot, or I'm at MMA. Obviously, I haven't been training for a bit because I got some injuries, but like that's when
people.
That's just being
feeling
around
the energy, energy around energy.
And I feel like that's sometimes what happens. Like you get a bit disconnected from that whole thing when you spend too much time on social media. So if you know how to manage it, and you know you're not taking in too much toxic stuff, then it's good. But like I feel like a lot of people don't know what's actually toxic.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of the shit. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the shit they see, like they think it's calm, but obviously, in my opinion, it's just all some.
I guess you've broken the chain in your head. Like they've been conditioned to think it's calm. You've broken the chain, and now you're seeing stuff out what it actually is.
Yeah, like I think so. Yeah. For again, for me at least, obviously some people like they like certain stuff, because obviously there's a lot of shit that people like, and it's not going to be toxic for them, and it's cool. But I do think a lot of people are kind of like trapped in a bit of a social media matrix.
In a bubble.
Yeah. Trapped in a bubble, and like there's just so much more to life. There's just so much more to life than all of that bollocks. But I think you just got to strike a balance. That's what it is. You just got to strike a good balance, and you got to just make sure you're not spending too much time on it. And if you are, you're still gonna go out and do this and do that and whatever. Like I think one reason I've been on it too much on my phone and did it too much is because I've stopped training. I've been working a bit more as well, but because I've stopped training in mixed martial arts, I think a lot of the time that I would have been there or focusing on, because before I got these injuries, I kind of like my coach was like getting a group of us from the gym ready to start looking for like amateur fights.
Okay.
So that's where I was. Like I didn't feel like I was ready at all. Like I was literally like, no, like I don't know about that yet. But he was just like, no, just do it. Like
he knows what he's looking at. Yeah.
So it's like there was quite a few of us that he was wanted to start getting ready for fights, and then the main issue is like both my two big toes. They're not broken. Obviously, I think if they was broken, I couldn't walk on them. But if I put any weight down on them, any pressure, maybe any pressure down on them, I'm just in agony. And obviously in MMA, like I'm doing so much shit. I'm wrestling, I'm doing jiu-jitsu, I'm kicking. It's all these things.
You need every part of your body.
Yeah, they just hurt.
Yeah.
And I've already got other injuries, which obviously don't make it easy to train. But I've given myself like a bit of a break. But I'm thinking about stopping, not stopping MMA, but doing more grappling and jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
Like I think one thing is I've realized that I do like fighting. I love training. Like I love boxing. I love MMA and I do love training, but it's like, how badly do I actually want to be a fighter?
Yeah, okay.
Because there's so much that comes with being a fighter, and the main thing for me is like it's the brain trauma.
Okay.
And obviously it's
or like getting hit in the head repeatedly.
Yeah. It's not really an unspoken topic, but I feel like when you start doing it, it's kind of like this is it. Like you're willing to accept this punishment, and like it's like literally. It's like for me, it's like to take all that punishment just to say I did it. It's kind of like it's not really worth it. I'd rather do, because obviously mixed martial arts is like a mix. It's a bubble. It's not like I think a lot of people think MMA is one thing.
It's not one way of fighting.
MMA is literally like it can be Western boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, Taekwondo, judo, jiu-jitsu, it's wrestling, Greco-Roman wrestling. It's all this different shit.
But when you're in the ring, you can use all those different type of techniques.
That's exactly what it is. Okay. So it's like the genre is mixed martial arts, and then all the different types, boxing, taekwondo, kickboxing, it's all subgenres of mixed martial arts. I think a lot of people don't get that. I think a lot of people see UFC and they think it's just people punching and kicking.
Yeah, they don't actually see the techniques. Okay.
Even before I actually started training, like when I used to watch UFC, for example, wrestling was the one I used to just think like, fuck me, this is so boring. Like when I used to watch Habib fight before I got into MMA, and like the way I still am a big Conor McGregor fan. But when he fought Conor McGregor and he just had him held down, I just used to watch my TV like, get up. Like just get up. Just get up. Like
to McGregor, innit?
Yeah, to McGregor. I was just like, when I was watching him, I was just like, oh, just get up. Why don't you're better standing up. And then I started wrestling G, and the way I've been bitched in that gym, it's like you literally can't get up. It's like you literally can't. It's different. Like when you actually train it, like when you actually practice it, and now when I go back and watch it, I'm like, oh shit, he's doing that. Like that's why. And obviously, my grappling coach at where I train, he's so sick in it. Like I think he's a bit of a wizard in it, because like he's jiu-jitsu and it's just unreal.
So like he'll just take you out.
Gee, like if the way I see it is, if he gets, and this is more what I'd want to be like, because I do like striking. Striking is fun.
Straight, but
yeah.
Lowers. Okay.
But I feel like there's something different about when someone gets their hands on you, immobilizing someone.
Immobilizing.
Ooh. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when
just completely
striping them with
their power.
If you can put your hands on someone and just take them into somewhere they've never been, like take them into deep water. That's what I think. Oh my God,
the sick. Poetry.
That's what, and that's what Marcus is, the jiu-jitsu coach. That's what he is.
So if he gets his hands on you, you're thinking, oh shit.
If he takes you down, even if his back's on the ground, you're nicked. You're nicked.
I'm nicked.
Nicked.
So if he gets a hand on you, you're thinking, fuck.
Gee, look, and one thing as well, he teaches, he knows how to balance his weight so well. So like, he's fighting, but like, how can I explain it? He makes you use so much energy, and he's just putting his weight on you. Okay. So that's another thing as well, like with wrestling, and you can't see it through the TV, especially if you don't know a lot about mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
But like, when people wrestle, they're making you carry their weight.
Yeah.
So it's just a draining thing.
It's general. So tiring.
So obviously, like the shift in when before I didn't train MMA to when I started training and watching, it was a lot more like, what's the word? It's just much better. It was just much better. It's more like eye opening. Like I can watch it now and be like, oh, like he's doing this. I get it. More. And the thing is about MMA is always developing. Like it's not like someone's cracked the code.
It's not a fixed skill.
No. It's not. It will never be like. There's always some new way to do this or set this up or take this guy down or.
That's beautiful though.
Like it's mad. It's always developing, and someone will know something different. Like you're like every day you train, and someone will show you a different look. So that no one's completed it. Like I think the most complete fighters that have fought in the UFC, because I don't really watch other promotions too much, are you might not know them, but Demetrius Johnson, John Jones, and GSP. I think they're the best.
I've heard John Jones. That's the name.
I think they're the most well-rounded fighters. But like the best wrestler in UFC history is obviously Khabib. Like, but he's not the best striker.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
He's just trying to get you down.
Yeah. But it's like it's always developing, and like someone can be so good at one thing and like not very good at the other. But if they're like, it's like Habib's so good at wrestling that his striking doesn't matter. It's like he just uses strikes to get his hands on you. And
okay.
If you've watched his fights, you see what's going on. Yeah, you just have to do it though, man. You just have to do it. Like one guy that's been chatting, just Lewis.
Lewis just thinks he's a big guy.
Bro, this guy's like, I'm gonna come or let's box, but just.
You feel like you'll take him?
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. It's like you just gotta do it.
Okay. Oh, hey, live up, talk your shit, do your shit.
Just come, G. Like you just gotta come and do it.
I'll be on that anyway, but I'm scared. Like, I don't know what I possess, what powers. But I feel like I'm strong in some ways. But
G, look, I think I am quite strong, but it don't matter. G, all that strength and all that.
You get humbled,
G,
yeah.
Humbled. Like, and you're just a lot of the strength and the muscle and stuff. It just burns you out, just the energy. Like, so, you lactic acid system.
Would you say it's better to be like cut skinnier in terms of these kind of things? But it's like
I think no body type matters. It's more about your
conditioning.
Yeah. It's more about how efficient you are.
Okay, yeah.
It's more about and it's little things that make the difference as well, like how well you're breathing while you're sparring and just your nervous energy system. And like there's no perfect body type to be a fighter. There are obviously body types that benefit different things. Like if you got long arms, you'd be better at keeping someone at bay with a jab, or like if you got big legs or whatever, your leg kicks are going to be mad powerful. Like a lot of Muay Thai fighters, they have massive chunky legs and they can do
big thighs,
big calves. They can do like very, very powerful kicks. But there's no one body that, because like on the other hand, if you got long arms and someone gets inside under you, it might be hard to defend against. Or if they're trying to fight you in the pocket, which is like in your face, it's better to have short arms in the pocket. But
there's pros and cons to everything.
Yeah. So that's what I like about MMA. There's no one thing that's gonna be like that's perfect.
Yeah.
And there's no perfect fighters. They're amazing fighters, but there's no perfect. Everyone's got their flaws, and
anyone can be beaten as well, could you say?
Yeah, of course anyone can be beaten. There's only a few fighters, and I'm just talking about UFC. And obviously there's boxers like Floyd Mayweather, but that haven't been beaten. Which is like Khabib. John Jones has lost before, but he didn't lose like that. He got disqualified.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He got disqualified.
Khabib's undefeated. He is, isn't it?
He finished 29-0.
And was McGregor unbeaten at that time as well? But when they fought, he beat him.
No.
Who did McGregor lose to?
Let me think about McGregor's timeline. So after he beat Aldo, I think he beat Alvarez. So McGregor, who was his first loss in the UFC? Oh, Nate Diaz.
Oh yeah. Is he a big man in the thing? Yeah.
Nate Diaz is just respected.
Okay.
He's just respected. He's just a bit of a gangster.
Okay.
Like, and he always gets big fights. He's not even a ranked fighter anymore, but he's a warrior. Like, he's a warrior. But yeah. So I think I might be wrong, but McGregor's first loss in the UFC was to Nate Diaz. Then he won in the rematch. Then Habib, and then Dustin. Dustin beat him the other day, and they're gonna have a rematch in like 10 days.
Okay. What is McGregor's strongest skill in
that left hand, G?
Oh, so his striking is good.
Gee, that left hand, it's like you watch people get hit by it when he fights them. It's like they've seen a ghost.
Swear down.
It's like if they're not asleep, it's like they've seen a ghost. Like it's like
legs all
legs gone.
Legs
gone. But the thing is, which is interesting about us talking about that, is the person that he last lost to, Dustin Poirier, they're gonna have a rematch. He hit Dustin with his best shot, and Dustin was like, it rocked him, but he was cool.
So he wasn't that phased.
I think McGregor's getting smoked in the rematch.
Swear down.
And I love McGregor, but obviously it's not. I just don't see how he's gonna beat Dustin, because Dustin, like, he's a very well-rounded fighter. He's definitely got a better gas tank. And the thing is about McGregor, yeah, McGregor's got that big left-hand punch, but I feel like
if you soak that up, you're good to go.
I feel like not even if you soak it up, I feel like because you can only take so many of them.
It's true.
But if I feel like he's only got so many because he's very muscular. Like his arms, if you look at him, like no matter what weight class he fights at, his arms are just like kind of big and ripped, and I feel like the arms just get tired after a while. So like as rounds go on, the shot is not so powerful, and
fatigue kicks in, isn't it?
Yeah, and the kind of person he's fighting, I feel like it benefits him, Dustin. It benefits Dustin to take him into the later rounds, because Dustin's gas tank is like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like when you watch these fighters, like people don't appreciate enough. Like you watch fighters and they're fighting for 25 minutes. Do you know how crazy that is? Like Emmett, like boxing. I only boxed a bit when I was younger, so I can't say that I've done loads of boxing rounds, but I've done enough MMA rounds to know how tiring MMA is.
Is it hell? Is it hell?
Yeah, I've been taken to hell a few times. I've literally imagine like having another grown man wrap you up like a fucking pretzel, just sitting on you, just banging
just
you.
Wait, and you're so tired.
Like
I can imagine.
It's horrible, but it's like people don't appreciate it enough. They watch these athletes go for 25 minutes.
They make it look so easy.
G. Wrestling for a minute, doing jiu-jitsu for a minute, standing and striking for a minute, like it's not easy.
Get lethargic.
The thing is as well, especially striking and wrestling, like if you can make someone use enough nervous energy, like feints, and you're making them, you're tense, that takes a lot out of you as well.
Okay.
And then when you're getting hit, getting hit in the body, getting hit in the legs, that it chips away at you.
Yeah, it tires the leg. Yeah.
And it would just like, it's so tiring, but I feel like people watch it. I feel like a lot of people, like especially with big ego, they watch it and say, I could do that.
Nah, yeah,
I could do that. I know a lot of guys like that. A lot of that I can do that, guys.
Definitely, I know a lot of them. But the way I am now, I take ego out of everything. I would say I'm not an egotistical person, man.
No, I don't think I am.
Because it's just pride in it. What does ego get you, man? Ego is that one of the 7 deadly sins?
Pride is.
Pride, yeah. It doesn't.
Pride.
Ego doesn't benefit me. The only time I see ego working is in sports. On a for example, football, boxing, ego, I guess, is another type of power for you to get you pumped and go, I can't lose to this man. When you put in that sense, I say, yeah, ego works there. So in normal day-to-day life, ego is not a power for me.
Yeah, no, you don't want to walk around ego guy. Fuck. Yeah, I had a bit of an ego when I got to when I started at MMA.
What did you?
Not mad, but just kind of like, just proud, like I don't know, I can't really explain it. Humbled.
Like
humbled quick.
Humbled quick.
Got humbled quick.
First couple weeks, first couple days.
It wasn't even like I got fucked up, but I got humbled quick.
Okay.
But I'm glad though. Because all of these little things and little experiences, they've like led to me being like where I'm at now. And obviously, like I'm definitely happy with the person I am now, and I'm proud of the person I am now. But there's still a long way to go. It's kind of like what I was saying to you about my man David Goggins. There's no finish line.
Okay.
His thing is like there's just no finish line. Like I was talking to who was I talking to? I think I was talking to my sister and my cousin the other day, and it was just like even about retirement, and I don't really like the idea of retiring. Like based on that principle of there being no finish line, like I get the idea of retirement as like you want to be able to put your feet, like you're old, you want to be able to put your feet up and
bake.
But I feel like I'm like the idea is flawed because you work towards something, and I feel like a lot of people like work towards retirement, retire, and like then they're kind of like, what do I do now?
Are you the kind of person who would rather die on your feet?
I wouldn't want to die on my feet necessarily. I wouldn't mind dying with my feet up, but I'd want to be involved in stuff.
Okay.
I think that's one thing about me. I think when I've not got something going, I get a bit like
lose sight of what really matters in life.
Yeah, and I get a bit low and a bit like, what's wrong with me?
Do you feel like routine sustains us?
Routine is definitely good. Routine's good, but no, routine's definitely good if you're doing the right things.
Okay.
Obviously,
the right routine, you're saying.
Yeah, the right routine. If you're doing things that are good for you, yeah, definitely. But it's good to have some random shit pop out. Like I like that. It's just mad that obviously I was at like a place with my family a couple of days ago for my sister's.
That looked amazing.
Yeah, that was sick. And like my cousin's a photographer, Sahela, she's a photographer, and
Halo's a nice name.
Sahela, yeah. She's a really good photographer. And she was like to me, like let's walk around, like let's do a little shoot, like for me. So she took some of my pictures. Yeah, I posted.
On that was a hard. Yeah.
No, just the one I posted on Snap, just through her camera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
I popped up to that, innit?
Yeah, the one in the bucket.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it's just weird that like obviously I've got like a normal routine of doing stuff now, but like she took a couple pictures for me, and then like someone DM'd her like, ask him if he wants to come and model for a brand. So it's like nice when you have these spontaneous things. Do you get what I'm saying? And obviously, obviously modeling and someone's vision is subjective. So, but I've always been like, I couldn't model. Like, you know them people that have got like their model faces. Like I'm like I couldn't model. Like it's not.
But they're very tailored.
Yeah, like, but I feel like now, like especially like the world we live in, like if you look on adverts and stuff, everyone looks so different. So I suppose like it's just kind of opened my eyes to like anyone can think you've got the look for what they want kind of. Yeah. So like like routine's good, but I think it's so good when you have like something spontaneous like come out of nowhere. Yeah. Because like I don't know, man. I think maybe actually I find routine a bit boring.
But like David Goggins, for example, did he not have a routine in terms of how he got to his way in life?
Yeah, he did. His was more like vigorous exercise. Vigorous, very vigorous exercise, and 'cause he was training to be a Navy SEAL.
I remember that.
And do Hell Week. So like, yeah, he had a very vigorous routine, but it was a routine. It was like a means to an end. Like it had a goal of like he's doing all of this to get into the Navy SEALs, but I suppose he never stopped. He carried on.
He got in as well, innit?
Yeah.
I remember hearing that he was doing exercise any time of the day.
Yeah.
Whatever he was doing, if he was eating, he was exercising.
Yeah, he was on the bike. If he was watching TV, he was on the bike because he had like 100 pounds to lose in like a month or something stupid.
Something crazy, something impossible.
Yeah, and he did it. So it's like, I think the routine I have now of like, when I was at uni, like uni and then work when I can, and then I think that for me is like not it.
Okay.
I think that's not it. But I suppose when I get to a place, I'm trying to speak it into existence. When I get to a place where I'm doing something that I want to do and it's a routine, then yeah. I think when I'm doing stuff I want to do, but not no basic routine like get up, go to work, go home, sleep. Fuck that. I'm more like it was fun when I was like when I was on furlough. It was fun. That
was fun.
while MMA was open. So like it was like I could kind of like mix up like what I was doing. So like I go to MMA, then I can just do whatever else. Like I'm just doing shit I want to do. Like obviously, luckily, like I was on furlough.
Furlough was amazing, literally.
Yeah, furlough was good. Furlough was good. Like I wasn't even getting that much money from furlough, but it was just like
just the fact I was getting money, to be fair, and I was just at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy, that pandemic. What I did want to ask you, did MMA, like I asked with the anime question, did MMA give you another way of looking at life?
Yeah, and I don't know if this is like toxic, but I think one thing about MMA is like, it made me, it's kind of like warrior mentality. It kind of made me more like I want to be able to like beat another man in hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I want to be like
the strongest in the
I
room.
want to be dangerous. Like I want to
Dangerous.
like I want to put my hands on someone and do like that's more like jiu-jitsu. Like I want to be able to like put my hands on someone and
he
like,
feels it.
Yeah, and that kind of thing. And but also like from training, I don't know, training is just it's so good. Like people don't even understand, just exercise in general is so good for your mind. Cause it starts with like, with training, like it starts with the body and you release endorphins and stuff like that, and you just feel better. But MMA was more like, yeah, like I wanna be a sick fighter. Like I wanna be a sick, well-rounded fighter. Otherwise, like, cause I could have just like, because I did boxing when I was a bit younger, I could have just went back to boxing, but MMA is more like complete for me. Like it's like if someone grabs me, like if someone, obviously this is like just generally speaking, if someone like double leg takedowns a boxer in the street, like they're kind of lost.
They've lost already.
Like obviously if it's stand up and they're gonna mash someone up, but like if a boxer gets taken down, like, or like someone gets their hands on a boxer and they're on the floor, like you might be a bit lost.
Yeah.
But like with MMA, it's like,
there's a way to get out of it.
You can be like a complete warrior.
Yeah.
Like stand up. You can hold your own. Like if someone puts their hands on you, grabs you, you can hold your own. If someone takes you to the floor, if a normal person takes someone to the floor, I'm not even talking about me because I'm not that experienced in jiu-jitsu, but even like my friend Dennis, if a normal person grabbed him and took him to the ground, that's like, welcome to his world.
Okay,
like,
so yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
take me there, take me there.
Take me there. Like now you're fucked kind of thing. So it's like, that is what I love. Like it's that kind of like you can be like some, like, it's just sick. Like you can just, and I don't know if it's like a toxic masculinity thing, but I do think like every man should be able to defend himself like that.
I hear that.
Not to the extent of like a mixed martial arts fighter, but just the
basics, the
protector, that kind of whole protector role. Because I'm not so on them like archaic ideas of man should woman should cook, man should go out and work, woman cooks and cleans and feeds the kids. I'm not on that because that's not what I saw in my house. Like when I lived with my dad and my mum, my dad did a lot of cooking and cleaning. My mum was working, or my mum would cook and clean, and my dad would go to work whilst my dad was working. So it's I'm not from like, I didn't just see my mum stay at home and cook and clean. That's so outdated. That like
I can't like that. It's outdated.
That like
nuclear family.
Yeah, gender roles. Gender roles is outdated. It's outdated.
Yeah.
So but I one thing I do think is that like, and I do mean when I say every man, I feel like every man should be able to hold their own. Yeah. It's kind of like before the guns, before the knives, before the weapons, it's like...
Back in the day, man, them were holding their own in terms of there was a fight. I guess right now, in the world we live in today, I'm just scared of a knife or gun being there. Like, so if you were on me, say you were just on me, you was trying to on beef for me, you was moving mad, the streets late night. I can't lie, I'm not really having it. I'll be like saying that and I'll just walk off. I don't care about walking off. I'm not an ego guy. I was like, I'm trying to... So I'll walk off because I don't know what you have in your pocket, G. You could have a mad thing, I'm there dying tonight. I'm not even on dying. I'm not on dying, G. I swear to God.
Yeah, and I think that's another thing. Starting MMA made me not so eager to get into it. I think when you start training, and you realize like when you get certain abilities that you're able to strike now, like a bit, like you can wrestle a bit, you can do a bit of jiu-jitsu. It makes you more not like, because before I was a bit more of a hothead, like, like kind of not, I don't really ever go out looking for a fight, but like if one came to you, but that's me before. But I think after training, I just got a bit more like I don't really have anything to prove. I know, like even recently I had a situation with someone and I called, basically, I don't want to get into it too much. It's not my business, but I called them nicely asking them to leave someone alone basically, because they was making someone's life hell.
Yeah.
So I was just like looking out for someone. I was like, look, I'm not gonna call you up like, I'm gonna fuck you up when I see you.
You had good intentions.
Literally, I don't like the person in question, but I called them like, oh, yo, like, do you mind? Because you're making this person's life a hell, and you're doing all this manipulative shit. Just leave them alone.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy's like, oh. So when I said this to him, it's like, look, I'm not calling you saying I'm gonna fuck you up, let's beef, I'm literally just calling you, asking you politely. Like, I don't even owe, this person, I don't even owe them anything. Yeah. Really, I should fuck them up.
Okay.
But it's a thing where it's like I've got nothing to prove. So I just called, I asked nicely, and like, which is a bit out of character for like the old me, because normally I would have been a bit of a hothead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I felt like you've changed.
Yeah, so I called them asking nicely, and their response was, "Oh, what? Do you even think you could fuck me up?" So obviously, like, they're trying to like
the ego speak to.
Yeah, I don't really know if it's like the right term is like gaslight me.
Or like, gaslighting. I don't know if that's the right term. Gaslighting is like a different.
Oh
my god, I have the definition of gaslighting here. Gaslighting is manipulate someone by psychological means into questioning their own sanity.
Oh no! So they wasn't trying to gaslight me. That's right. They were just trying to entice me into.
Okay, yeah, entice.
They're trying to entice me into some kind of
altercation. Yeah.
And it was like, part of me was like, oh, do you know what? Let me just be like, all right, fuck it, like, let's go. But I was just like to him, like, what, like. I think now that I'm at like how I am now with training and stuff, I'm just like, fam, like, I don't even need to fight you. My point was, I'm not calling you like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up, I've literally just called you like, respectfully.
Yeah,
like,
respectfully, going about it the right way.
Yeah,
as a mature adult that you are.
Trying.
That's what we can ask for.
I do think that I've definitely still got some immaturities, but I do think for the most part I am mature.
If you're working on it, I guess that's okay. What we ask from life is just trying and effort.
Yeah.
And you can't fault effort, man.
It's a lot of trial and error, but yeah, I do try to handle things in the best way. I haven't always, but do you know what? Really and truly, I don't even like altercation. I despise the only place I enjoy physical altercations if I'm in training,
the ring,
if I'm
training. Yeah.
So, and then verbal and arguments and all of that, I can't stand it. So like, as I'm getting older, I'm more like, I won't get into it with someone as much, or I'll be like, look, like, this is pointless. Like, it don't need to be this. Like, let's either try and sort it out and leave it, or let's not sort it and leave it. But I'm just on like, leave it, because it's just long. Yeah,
I'm a guy where I don't mind the other person having the last laugh or last say now.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
I've let so many people have the last laugh.
Yeah, because I'm literally, if I can feel like there's altercation come up, if I'm carrying this on, because the other person's basically on it, if it feel like it's carrying on, I'm like, yeah, cool, I'll have the last laugh. I'm not losing anything from that. No, I'm thinking, am I losing anything from this? I question myself, am I losing anything? No, I'm not.
That's purely because you let go of your ego.
Yeah.
Ego, like, I think the issue is with like the roadmen and beef, like especially in London, it's just ego. It's like someone will say this and you like, your ego can't tolerate it, and then you go and do something.
Can't have
stupid.
it. Yeah.
I think the beef. It's all so stupid.
Yeah, it is, bro.
And you know what? Like, I think it's bare sad for like, because there's so many talented people that are on road, and I feel like, especially the rappers, because like, look, the genre of drill, how many talented rappers like do we see? And it's like, I feel like a lot of them can't even really enjoy when they get famous and they make money. I feel like a lot of them can't enjoy it for a few reasons. I feel like they don't want to be seen as like leaving the hood behind.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you can't enjoy it because then you still got people that are trying to actually murk you.
Yeah, they're actually trying to.
They're actually trying to murk you.
Like anyone, for example.
Yeah, like people are lit still. People are lit, and the issue is people ain't happy with where you are as well. So it's like people. It's not like, so people are already trying to murk you, but now they're salty because you're successful.
Now you're in a platform place where you got shit now.
They're
probably on you more. They got more incentive to come on to you. Yeah.
So like, it's sad, man. It's sad, but I feel like a lot of people, when it comes to road, like a lot of people like are just a product of their environment. Like, where they've grown up. Like, a lot of people think like, obviously some people do just decide to jump on it, which is is beyond me. I don't know, but a lot of kids just like grow up in an area, and I think a lot of gangs, especially in our areas like North London, a lot of gangs just started off as like friends.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people that now have beef were friends anyway.
Yeah,
but it's
true.
just friends. It's literally friends from different areas, and you're friends with people on your road or your estate or whatever, and then you grow up, and then something happens, or
now you're a gang.
Now you're a gang, and then someone's been killed, or obviously it didn't start. It wouldn't have started with guns and knives, but someone's been beaten up, and then it's the ego. It's back to ego. You lot can't take that. And
you lot can't take that. That's literally ego.
And you know one thing as well. I think back in the day, if I had gotten because I've never lost a fist fight like 1-to-1. I ain't even had many fist fights in the street. But I've been jumped a few times by like multiple people. Yeah, but
jumped like unknowingly.
Like. Yeah. Obviously, you're never gonna know if you're gonna. Get jumped.
Sorry. Yeah. So the word jump just threw me off. So like you're walking and it just grabbed you or something.
Like I'm somewhere and then multiple guys.
Oh my God.
Like that.
Like you were up. Was you up to people?
I don't want to use that word because it's not that serious.
So, if they're jumping you, it sounds serious though. Like for someone to jump you.
Like it's just like I wouldn't say an op. Like we just had issues. Let's just say like just had some unresolved. I'm talking like the last time this happened, I was at 16.
You had a vendetta.
Yeah, like some people didn't like me. I didn't like some people. And that's just how it goes, isn't it? But I forgot what I was going. Oh yeah, so the ego thing is like I would much rather put my fists up and take an arse whooping from someone in the street and be like, cool. I could happily take a one-on-one fight, whatever. I could happily take an arse whooping and not be trying to get a run back or trying to go after this guy. But
is it because like it's like
I just think it's just old. It's like men. It's like two men. You
go against.
You have a scrap. Either I'm gonna punch up, you're gonna punch me.
Someone won, someone lost. Just like that.
Just leave it.
You take how it is, okay.
The ego of things now is like
revenge. You can't take the loss.
But do you know what I think it is as well? I think the main thing is like you can't take knowing that people know.
Okay.
I think that's a lot of our issues. A lot of problems are it's like you don't want people to see or know that you got your ass whooped. It's more about caring what other people think.
I remember that back in school, that mentality, and it was always with the girls. Oh my God, the girls, what the girls gonna think? Yeah. Especially when it was a mandem to mandem thing, and then the girls are there, because girls were a thing to think about back when we was younger in terms of their opinions. And I don't know why it really mattered, to be honest, because the girls were so. I guess they didn't really care about it. They just cared about the drama. Girls were all about the drama back at school.
One thing, no one gives a shit.
No one.
Like in the moment, it might feel like everyone cares, but. Everyone's going to forget. It's just going to be a little blip that happened in your life. A million things are going to happen in your life. Like no one really gives a shit about what's going on with people. And the people that, and one thing I will say is the people that give too much shit, give too much of a shit about what's going on in other people's life don't have enough going on in their life.
Okay, yeah.
100%.
Amen to that.
You can't be living a fulfilled life if you're so bothered about what's going on in anyone's life. And that's a fact, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Unless you're just so busy. Unless you're just, I'll say EO in it. Unless you're EO. Do you know about that one?
EO?
Oh my God, did you watch? Oh, that's another one. That's another one of them little things that, unless unless you're bare EO, you're just bare busy, innit?
Yeah.
Unless you're just doing the most and like you have time to care so much about what other people are doing.
Just too nuff. That's nuff.
You're lit. That's it. You're too nuff, bro. Fuck that. Yeah. You ain't got enough going on, and
that's a bit sad, though.
That's just how it goes, man. Yeah, it is sad, but it's like, nah, that's just shit.
I guess so. When you're trying to push for shit in life, do something.
When you've got when you've got shit going on, you don't even see what's going on around you, and you don't care to see unless it's important to you, or like unless it's lig important to you. Like if you've got bare shit going on, or you've just got something. If you have like a sense of purpose, like that's what I kind of feel like is really important. I feel like a lot of younger people now, like they don't really feel like they have a sense of purpose. When you have a sense of purpose, that you're working towards something, I feel like that can really help you to blur out all the other bollocks. like here you're doing this, you've got your podcast, like how you'd be an idiot to be so indulged in what other people are doing unless it's
crap as well.
Yeah, unless it's going to benefit you or it's like in a way that it could help your podcast or your platform. Otherwise, it's just like what is the
wasting time, bro? I'm wasting time.
What is literally
counterproductive behavior? That'll be
wasting time worrying about people that, quite frankly, don't give a shit about you anyway. When you could be putting in time to finding a way to make your podcast better or reaching out to people.
How I'm trying to go about that because I'm trying to speak to so many different people.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Who ideally would you have on your podcast? Like in a perfect world, who would you have?
In a perfect world, when I'm trying to understand a person, a particular person, that person will be Cesar. Do you know Cesar?
She's a singer.
Yeah, the singer, the musician.
Yeah.
In terms of understanding someone, I would want to have her in a podcast in an ideal world, just understand her because I admire her so much. She's such a beautiful person. Her music is beautiful, so beautiful. I love her music. I just love the way she is. She seems so charismatic.
Top three then. So her and two others.
Her, Harry Pinero as well.
Okay, yeah.
Harry Pinero, because I love him as well. His energy looks off the scales. He seems so real. He's just so gang as well. Like the way he can just flicker between different personalities in a video, example. I love that. The third person would be Young Thug.
Really?
Young Thug or Dave, to be honest, because I love Young Thug's music as well. He's just ever since I've listened to his music, boom, I've just loved him. Or Dave. It's between Young Thug or Dave, man, because Dave is another one. He's a guy where like I'm trying to get to know this guy. He's so wise. Back when he was 16, he was wise beyond his years. His music. You said you wasn't too fond of Dave, innit? Was it you?
I think what I really like that Dave did is Black Box.
Oh yeah, that Black Box had everyone popping off though.
But I don't think as like I'm realizing that it's not really a Dave thing. It's more like UK music.
Okay.
And I'm not. The thing is about me. I'm definitely no way sitting here saying that it's all about American music.
Okay.
So enough people have heard me say I think Lil Baby's one of the worst rappers ever. Like,
and do you still have that belief?
Yeah, I think he's crap. But like music taste is it's subjective.
It's so subjective.
So like it's like it's not the thing is with UK artists. It's not that I don't think they're good. I know they're good musicians. Their music just like a lot of the time isn't for me. Like I like old J Huss.
Oh yeah.
I like J Huss's Fire in the Booth. A lot of people ain't heard it. Have you heard it?
I've heard it. That Dead Broke, Sitting on My Last Tenner.
I like that. It's like, I swear I love you.
Yeah.
At the same
time.
Yeah. I like that.
I
like
what
other. Do you know an artist called Nux?
I heard of him. You know, Ramon keeps talking about this Nux guy. Apparently, he's hard in the UK right now. That's rising up.
Like, it's like I'm not really a fan of like the mainstream. Like Nux, I wouldn't really call him mainstream. He's more like.
Is he still underground? You'll say.
He's not underground. Like he's definitely coming up, but he's like, I kind of like the edgy sound. Like I'm not really so like shit. Like I'm gonna turn on Capital Extra and hear it.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm more into like just that kind of different sound. So yeah, like like Dave, and I'm not putting all these rappers in the same category, but like like I'm not a massive fan of Dave, like Fredo. I do like Heady One's old stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, like I do like.
You think it went commercial?
But obviously the commercial thing, I get it because that's where the peas is. Like if you're coming from the hood, and you're like man's from farm, fam. Like you're not gonna want to stay a hood rapper your whole life. Man's a millionaire now.
Yeah, you definitely.
So you know what I'm saying? Like I get the commercial thing. Like obviously it's not the sound for me, but that's what's making the money. So like I get
fair
it.
play.
But yeah, I like. Do you remember like his Street Heat? Like, am I the only one that's being on bail while I'm in jail? And he does. Heady One's got sick freestyles, and like when he done that, obviously Kaz's thing.
The one.
So,
and I think I'm the one.
Yeah, he's got loads of sick music, but I prefer old stuff. But my music taste is not. It's like you'd have to look at my Spotify.
Yeah, is it diverse? You would say.
Yeah. So I've got a main mix, which is just like most of like the stuff I like, and for the most part, I do prefer American artists. And obviously, like some of my favorite artists, some people call them like bubblegum rappers or like
the SoundCloud rappers.
It's more like the SoundCloud rappers. A lot of them that came out of like Florida and like Atlanta and shit. But it's like, well, for starters, bottom line, Chief Keef's my favorite rapper ever.
Okay, of all time now.
Because between 2011 and 2015, I think that's when I developed a lot. Obviously, secondary school, and literally I was just Chief Keef throughout the whole secondary. I just loved Chief Keef. So he's got his music ain't great. His music ain't great anymore, but he has that place where it's like them tunes mean a lot to me in it because they link. It's that emotional connection I was talking about. Like, I've just got a mad emotional connection to that time.
Is it to the music and him as a person as well?
I think it's like because I got on him when he was like 16, 17. Like I kind of like grew up with him. I wasn't his age. Obviously, he's only he's a few years older than us. But it was like I'm watching his music videos. He's in his grandma's house on
jumping at the band out.
He's on house arrest, like making all these songs. And then it's like shit. Like he gets signed. I think he got signed to Interscope.
Okay, that's a big label, isn't it?
And then suddenly he's not in his grandma's house no more. He's in a mansion. It's like it's just like, and then I watched a documentary about him, and it's like there's just so much like, and then there's obviously other rappers from Chicago around him, like L.A. Capone, Rondo, Fredo, Little Reese, like all
Lil Reese.
All of these rappers. I love that whole scene. Like that was my favorite music scene ever, easily. Chicago, like between 2011. To like 2015. Like obviously all the other stuff that came with it is bare sad, like all the murders and all that. But
that's their life, though.
Yeah, that's their life they live.
Do you ever feel sorry for people that die in them kind of gang wars?
Yeah, of course, because it's like, what have you died for?
That's a perspective to look at.
It's like when you actually look at the grand scheme of things, what have you actually died for? That's even like the postcode wars now. Like, what are you actually dying for? Like you're dying for a postcode. The postcode doesn't even know you.
What cause? Your cause is not viable.
Yeah, what is the cause? Literally, what have you died for? So it's like, I do feel, and obviously it's like a majority is young black boys. Isn't it? So it's like there's no here in London, in Chicago, it's young black men. Yeah. So obviously, 100%. And then it's like the families and like sometimes I think like imagine how my mum would feel if I died, let alone being killed.
Yeah, being killed and dying is two different things.
Like
different.
Someone taking your life.
It's just another aspect.
It's mad.
That builds resentment to that person and to life. When you're just dying, say like even a car crash is basically you getting killed by someone. It's
tragic.
Yeah, it's tragic and it's it affects your life and your lenses on life as well.
But music wise, I listen to like, I think I went to Portugal last year and I was spending time around with one of my cousins, Chris. And
big up Chris.
Seriously, big up Chris, G. He proper got me onto like, do you know it's samba? It's like Brazilian.
Oh, samba, yeah. The light on your feet.
Yeah. He got me into samba, so Brazilian samba, and then obviously there's I just like the way it sounds because they're singing and rapping in Portuguese. So it's like I like, and I think another thing is I like not understanding what they're saying.
Do you feel the music for what it actually
I just feel it. Like I'm not so into what they're saying. Like I think when I listen to music in English, like it's more like I'm deep in what they're saying. Like
bars.
Yeah. But with this, it's just like I'm just into what they're saying.
You're vibing, man.
Yeah, like, I'm literally just vibing to the sounds, and I think a lot of the like there's one artist called George Brand. A lot of his music is like you really hear each instrument because it's old music. Okay. So like you hear it. It's more like the music's got more of a soul, not like it's just been like put together like on an app or whatever, on a program.
The instruments are profound in the song.
Yeah. So you proper get into them. And obviously, as I was saying, like the other stuff I like some rock, like Nirvana, Metallica. Like I just like loads of different things. I just feel like
sounds like you got a different ear.
Life is like, it's just too short to just be into like
in one thing.
Like why am I gonna? Like there's just so much shit. Like,
there's so much shit to do in it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is true.
Yeah, there's just so much. There's so much shit to do. There's so much shit to explore.
Why limit yourself?
Yeah, and that's why I like in terms of like exploring, I want to get back to traveling so bad, but
Traveling is a big aspect.
It's looking like a 2 vaccine thing.
Yeah. And PCR tests and that.
Yeah. Have you got a vaccine?
Nah, but I've been called up for one. I haven't gone out.
I got the call up. I don't know why though.
Yeah, I'm very hesitant. I'm very reluctant. It's like I'm not paying any time to it. Like I'm just brushing it to the side. I'm not seeing it as such a big of a deal, but I feel like there'll be a time where it is a big of a deal.
Yeah.
Like it'll prevent it from going on holidays.
Well, no, it already is, because a lot of people book to go to Portugal, and now you need
a vaccine.
You need a vaccine.
I predicted that to happen. It was so foreseeable that would happen. You need a vaccine to be going certain places. You might need a vaccine to be going to the final, the Euro, just shit like that. You're prevented to go somewhere.
What do you honestly think about the vaccine? Like, do you think this is like, because my kind of thing on it is, I'm being stupid because we've been getting vaccines since we was little.
Yeah, like the
so it's
FBGs.
like, why am I not getting a COVID vaccine? Like, because of like all the mystery around it.
Yeah, there's always controversy around shit in life though, and that's what I've always questioned. Like, why is there always controversy? Why is there always a narrative? Why is there always a story? Why can't shit be as plain as it is? There's a vaccine, take it, get better, prevent yourself from getting it. My personal reason is because I just can't be arsed right now in terms of actually going. That, if I'm being totally honest, is that no mission, because my mum's got it. I know a couple other people that's got it.
So like my mum's got it, my sister.
It's not a thing for me. Like, I don't really care, so I would go and do it. It's just, it's just long right now.
I think I'd be lying if I said I wasn't slightly skeptical.
What's making you skeptical?
I just think this whole COVID thing. I'm not one of the. I was never one of those 5G tower people. Like, trust me. I was never. I was literally like, all right, this is a deadly pandemic. Like,
people are dying. People were dying.
Yeah, people are dying. I'm just seeing it face value for what it is. There's a lot of bollocks from the government in terms of dealing with it.
Yeah, there were.
As in human error, but COVID, like, I'm not so into it was like an attack from like a different country.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not really on that so much. I'm more just like, look, it like, take it at face value, because I've had it. It makes people sick. Some people die and some people don't.
On my pod, we were just discussing this exact thing about the pandemic being a man-made attack. And one guy, he's into stocks and trades, all that, and he was saying it was, like, it's long to get into, it's very technical, but he's saying that China did bring this virus about in terms of the market, and it's very technical, but it's two different perspectives. Like, you saying that it's not that, he was saying it is that. Well, so you'll hear it, you'll see.
I think I'm more just like, for starters, you're never gonna know.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So it's great, it's cool to like,
to debate on it.
Debate, yeah, it's cool to debate on it, but like, realistically, you're never gonna know. Well, a lot of the shit that we like speculate, we're never gonna know. So like, I'm kind of just like, but I am a bit, just because of how everything went down with COVID and the pandemic, and I am just a bit skeptical on certain things. I'm just like, so really and truly, like, one thing I did say is, as soon as they make it like difficult to travel because you haven't got a vaccine, I'm gonna go and get a vaccine.
And that's enough incentive for me to go do something.
Even now that they've done it, I'm still not like, because I've got the text. They've texted me like 3 times to go and do it. Even still, I haven't done it.
I'm actually gonna have to get that out of the way still, because it does make sense to do, like, why not kind of thing.
Yeah, I know bad people are gonna be scrambling to do it now with the travel restrictions.
Yeah, of course.
Because I think it's Portugal, Spain, and Malta.
Oh, where you actually need a vaccine to get in.
You need double vaccines.
Double vaccine. You need the 2.
You need because obviously the vaccine is like 2 shots. Like,
yeah.
You get one, then you wait a bit, and then you get your other one.
The wait is long though. Apparently they're saying 8 to 12 weeks.
It's a bit of a long way. I think my sister's had her first and not her second. It is quite a long one, I think. But I might just be chatting shit, but I'm sure it's 2 shots.
Oh my God, I hope it's not, because I know people that's going on holiday now, and I don't think they got shots of vaccine. I don't know. I guess I got to do my research into that.
Yeah, but yeah, the whole pandemic was just like, I don't know.
There's so many words to describe it. It's
crazy.
weird.
It's weird because we're not even out of it.
We're not. Oh my God.
It's weird. Like, what are we now? Like a year and 7 months?
I would even. Yeah, like, I remember the pandemic. Like, I will get a bit of whiff of it in like November 2019, where you saw the shit that was happening in China. They were trying to scare us, by the way. Do you see when they saw people just dropping on the floor?
Yeah,
people just on the floor.
Do you see do you remember the videos of the bodies like in the vans?
Yeah.
I remember all of that sitting.
Was that actually Corona? That couldn't be Corona, G. See, that's what I'm saying. It was a scare tactic.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of propaganda from the media.
Yeah, propaganda.
Like I know a lot of it is scare tactics for whatever reason. I think a lot of it was scare tactics. Like I don't think the government is all bad. Like I know there's it's obviously corrupt. Every government is corrupt. But I do think a lot of the scaremongering was just to get people in check, to follow the rules, to like get back to normal life as soon as possible. Because one thing the government, especially here in America, definitely don't want is the economy fucked up.
Yeah.
The bottom line, that's what they care about. They care about money.
Yeah.
Like if you ask me, they don't really give a shit about people's health. But money, 100%.
Money talks to you.
So I feel like a lot of the scaremongering was to get people back in check. But who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
Literally, who knows? And you're never gonna know.
Never gonna know. And it was true what you're saying, that we're not at the pandemic, and I don't feel like we can see an end sight. When do we get out of this? What happens when we fully get out? Is this gonna have repercussions for the next 10 years of our life? Well, you know, these mask things, are they gonna stay here forever? Like these kind of policies set in place. Like what happens now? The next 10 years, next 5 years.
Do you know what's mad though? Like we're actually living in a history case study.
Yeah, we are.
Like I find that so mad. Like
this is gonna be discussed, G.
Like our time is gonna be in like school kids' textbooks.
Yes.
So like it's weird because before that, what would it have been like?
The Black Death, the plague,
not even pandemics. Like so, what World War II was like 1940. I'm not sure when the Cuban Missile Crisis was, but like there's these little things. But this is probably the
this is
biggest
on that scale,
thing, probably the biggest thing since World War II. But I'm not a historian.
Yeah, in terms of things that actually happened
that really have shaken the world.
Like
because I don't know
apartheid that era.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like Nelson Mandela era, that was a big one in terms.
But the world, though, G, that was South Africa. The movement.
Okay,
the movement shook the world, but in terms of the lives affected, I think it's like where we are now, and I'd probably say World War II, as in worldwide lives affected.
Yeah.
It must be because
worldwide lives,
because even if you think about different movements, so like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all of those, like, and obviously I'm just talking about black stuff, I'm talking about what I know, black history.
Yeah.
And I don't even know that well enough, to be fair.
Yeah.
But like those are massive movements, but that's like that was in their respective places. So like America, but and obviously apartheid was South Africa. But like worldwide, I genuinely think we're in the biggest crisis or whatever since World War II.
That's crazy, and that's a statement. But at the same time, it gets not that it's exciting, but it's like oh my god, I'm actually in history right now. I'm in history.
I'm literally living it. We're literally living it. Gee, there's a use hand sanitizer poster right there because of COVID. Help stop COVID-19. Like we're gonna be seeing COVID-19.
The shockwave this has had is crazy, and it's just been detrimental to every single country. Everyone's been affected by it. Everyone. And
then even though it's Black Lives Matter, that movement actually got worldwide.
Yeah, that's literally a movement.
Like it literally got worldwide, and the funny thing is, a lot of people think Black Lives Matter started last year. It's been around. It's been around because I wrote an essay about it for some side thing in uni, and I think it started maybe between 2014 and 2016.
Okay,
but
it never got no traction before.
Not traction the way it got traction when. Do you remember when Trayvon Martin got killed?
Oh my god, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so it got a lot of traction.
Was that the guy that?
I think it's George Zimmerman. Guy that,
oh my god, yeah, and he was this nice kid and stuff.
So it got a lot of traction with that, but the way it blew up with George Floyd, because it was on camera for everyone to see, and then everything just erupted. America erupted.
That's the word. Yeah, that case was crazy. When you saw that on Twitter, Twitter went mad. Everyone just went mad. It was like it was anarchy, bro.
Yeah. America was literally in a state of anarchy. That's the perfect word. And it's just like it's crazy that we're living to see all that.
The riots were flipping crazy.
Yeah, I know. Do you remember the riots, 2011?
Yeah, August riots. Yeah, it was in August. I literally remember that. I seen it on TVC. Tottenham, seen that big thing burning up.
Buses.
That is crazy. Was it JD getting raided? Everywhere got raided. that was a crazy period in life.
It's funny because like people started to get arrested like 5 years after.
5 years? Oh my God.
Imagine you're chilling, like all the shit that you took from wherever you stole from is probably long gone.
Yeah.
You get a knock on the door like, oh yeah, we got you on CCTV 2011
I'm burning.
riots.
I'm burning.
I am so vexed.
I'm vexed.
If I got to ride a bird for the 2011 riots in 2016, I am vexed, G.
I'm bending out there as well, man.
Imagine that, fam.
Alright, that's a good way to end it. Anarchy, and we come to peace at the end of the podcast. It's been amazing having you. It's nice,
like it, man. Well,
it's been a good pod.
I'll definitely have you on mine when I start, man. 100%.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to be brought to different podcasts as well. I feel like that's definitely an accomplishment waiting to happen for me. It's like, people recognize me. I can't wait. So get me on that pod, man.
Just keep going, man. I had bare fun today.
Did you have bare fun?
Yeah, bare fun. I love talking, man. I can talk for days, man.
This is literally, now I'll definitely have you on again. Might bring down Nathan and you. That would be so funny, innit?
Get me and Nathan.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that still.
And you'll never laugh. You'll never laugh like you laugh around me and Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan's a funny chat. But yeah, it's been great having you, G.
Sick, man.
TYREERION Talks. Thanks, man.